this is a team that everybody expected to be at the top, but it was Nightmare and Geek that were just head and shoulders.
Swaggy Alex, the biggest Team Liquid supporter, has typed 1.
To prove that they are the top dogs. Take down GK again, who went lossless in the regular season. They went 7-0 with only losing 4 matches.
That remote is so stupid.
Both Winstons look to be locked. It's Brig Anna on one side for GK. It's going to be Anna for RuPaul. Vega on the Kiriko. So we did say
Tree on Pharah. I actually kind of like this.
It's the Tree Pharah though. There's a bit of an X factor, a bit of a rarity. Don't see this in the West a lot. It's falling out of favor in Korea as well, outside of a couple of players.
So worth keeping in mind too, like that's a lot of healing from RuPaul and Vega.
What, Vega's dead?
People every now and then, but no like defensive countermeasure for Team Liquid. They've already lost Vega to a nade, stopping that swift step from coming in. And that's going to be a trap. Very cleanly done by GK.
More defensive composition with the Brig and the cast in play. It's just harder for Infected and Zero to get value. But a hard hit scan from Lethal as well. Not super long range like a Sojin or maybe even a Freya, but enough to just keep the lid on to treat you'd imagine, who currently is struggling for damage. Look, you really want to see a lot more damage out of Pharah early, but
oh, Lethal so cut out.
All right, Lethal just died in bubble there. Didn't receive the support required from Avril and UV. We're currently under duress right now. Tree just looking straight at the Brig. Good nade there, but the Pharah
nice trade.
Sniper Monkey Cuffer takes down Tree, but the point did get flipped.
Well, nice dives there from Infected, like you say, isolating, using the bubbles and converting into the point flip in first fight win. First ultimate on board is going to end up being Nano Boost from RuPaul. Timing quite a fair bit ahead of Ultraviolet as well.
Yo.
Just waiting for
just give up at that point.
Where the Winston is going to be very
bang.
Backline of Team Liquid. There's the Nano on to the Pharah though. Little one tap on to Lethal. That's going to be a complete reset. GK not messing around either. Like they lose.
We not saying side boo right now.
They aren't sticking around too long, trying anything too risky.
They are going to return pretty quickly. Wymo just is naded, instantly shut down by RuPaul. There's a trade though. No Primal, 95.
Chasing Ultraviolet, 95 on the Primal. Yep, so Cover can't stay alive in the backline, extending the lead for Team Liquid, who, although have lost RuPaul, has still got Vega on the point with the ult.
Just the instant trades coming on in. You talked about GK wanting to play maybe a little bit.
I'd love to see like an early rush here from Vega.
Not too sure what Lethal was.
Maybe too late now. Oh my god.
Missed sick. In fact, it's going to go for the Primal anyway.
Yeah, Mymone spotting RuPaul there, but RuPaul way too high up for Mymone to be effective.
Bang!
Primal Rage is going to end in just a moment. Is Infected still in this fight, by the way. Lethal just drops down from the heavens, hits the nade, hits the right.
I'm not liking that Infected.
Infected down, and there's the flip. GK now in control, and they save their own Primal Rage. And most importantly here as well, this rally.
Rush didn't get used that last fight, Tree, so waiting for opportunity to get this play with the barrage on board as well. This actually not going to be quite it. I was going to say,
wow, this is aggro.
You know, quick pop off on a support or Cuffer would be pretty nasty. Have to be careful about bubble placement. Have to be careful about sleep dart as well. But otherwise, there's not that much to stop the barrage. You would imagine that Tree can find an angle here.
I mean, Cuffer does have a Primal right now. Oh, almost.
GK right now, who are in the backline. It's been kind of tough for Liquid to kind of step up. Both supports kind of holding around that left-hand side. And even look where Cuffer's playing. He's got Primal Rage, so he's got the get out of jail free card. Eventually, he's going to.
I hear a Tree.
Infected has been critical.
I think Tree's going to go for a barrage here.
Seconds or so.
And now you have to wait for the Nano. RuPaul's going to have a slight advantage, but Ultraviolet will have this in response in just short order. Nano's going to go and trigger the Nano barrage.
On the Pharah, Rally's going to get popped by Avril, but Tree is hunting for the Brick, but can't get a good angle to use the barrage. RuPaul doesn't have win trade cross map, but and Avril staying alive here, generating that overhealth, and also, more importantly, armor for himself is going to keep him in the fight. Unfortunately for Ultraviolet, though, goes down to a kunai, is now Cover, trying to stall at this point to 99. Team Liquid doing it, find the flip. Barrage connects with...
Nice, Team Liquid.
And now Geek losing Ultraviolet and using the ability to use Nano cannot win that fight.
Put that one in the oven on slow bake, but Tree still delivers the cake. As GK gonna be forced out 97%. It's the kill to Ultraviolet that I think was the impactful one. No Nano to save GK in the fight. Team Liquid, strong position to push this to 90.
Bang!
What a stick. Nano again evaporates from the map. Ultraviolet down, rush from Vega. He's held on this one, this entire round pretty much. One rush to rule them all as GK now struggle to keep themselves alive. It's only April available for heals. Ends up getting taken down. Ultraviolet will be back in just a moment, but might not even be able to use the nano, to be very honest with you. My own touches again to re-trigger OT. Cover does get nanoed eventually, but there's 5 players.
It's over.
Liquid looking his way, and he's got no prime.
Liquid take the reverse round with ease. With ease. I think this Onigiri comp fits Liquid so well.
There is no double nano online, not high enough level yet in just a single round of Ilios. So no major perk. And unfortunately for Ultraviolet, going down at a critical moment, 2 critical moments back to back. No nano being played in. The fact that Zero is able to just weave in against the cast, against the Brig, even the utility that can be played through from the Ana, and land that stick. You couldn't ask for something better than Zera in that particular moment. Zera, such a difference maker playing against his old team. GK, feeling the difference of Zera being on Team Liquid.
Old Fanny, are you washed now because you ain't playing in this tournament? Yeah. She takes back 1. Let's go.
That we back-to-back champs as well in North America, whether that's Zera or Lethal, Cuffer, Admiral, and UV. Team Liquid want that #1 placing. Getting a better seeding too is going to be important going into mid-season. Tree swapping from Farah. Oh, okay.
Already?
Did not expect this.
This is not
Hanzo
on brother. Well, it'll be interesting. I'm just gonna say this. I've seen T1 Proud play on the.
You not watched? I know.
It did not look good. To be honest though.
I'm much agree though.
Maybe Tree can show us something massive with those logs. But this is not a map like King's Row where you can find these extremely tight angles. The value on the Dragon Strike.
Galactic Hanzo actually looks really nice.
I mean, I guess it's a decent spot to use Dragon Strike on the point. Go on, go for it again. Tree's trying to bait UV to jump in. It's not happening.
Oh my Vega.
Get owned. All right, quick flip for Team Liquid.
I will say Dragon Strike on the point is pretty crucial. However, beyond that, the rest of the map super wide open. Team Liquid still with the opening fight win. Look at this backline though, GK. Happy to lock in the Beaver comp straight away. However, I have said on control maps, if you are up against dive, could be tricky. You have Winston, you have Tracer, Admiral and Ultraviolet.
What is this Sombra skin? What the
It's very hard to stay alive in these situations. Vega though, low HP.
Oh, nice virus connection there from Sarah from cross map. Does end up picking up the mini, so chill for the time being. The virus connecting with Vega, but no initial kills, no follow-up there. After Lethal is tagging people down to about half HP.
Oh, Infected's one.
Going pretty low, but same could be said for Infected. I'd be able to get out of this one too. Yeah, somehow gets out with what, like sub 50 HP, gets the nano back in, and destroys the lamp. This is a tough spot for GK to be in. Admiral UV have gone to the Beaver backline, the Bat Lifeweaver. Oh, the
Beaver.
They've got no presence on the point.
You want trees on Hanzo? Just comfort pick. Oh my goodness!
Did he hit Invis? Invis cross map? Holy Tree, sending out logs.
Check him PC.
Down, check him PC.
Now what a shot to come on through. Delivering on the Hanzo. Now it's time for the window. Tree on point as well, I believe.
Yep. I believe that Dragon Strike is going to do damage to that tree as well. Worth keeping in mind. Does damage?
Okay, Infected Primal.
Now, I believe that does count. My moan ends up getting logged by Tree. Okay, actually caught. I didn't realize Tree, you know, playing the Hanzo would be this effective on this map of all things.
Looks like a Team Liquid win.
EMP available, Avril, but this is final fight for Team Liquid.
They haven't really been able to impact Tree, so maybe this is working out just given the fact that none of GK are able to get on top of Tree, shut him down. He is actually hitting shots, including to Invis players, but 2% left. Oh! Okay, I think he touched.
Okay. He got the touch. EMP connection.
Shit on.
No touch there. Team Liquid. Oh boy, taking that map. That's Sonic Arrow at the last.
Are Team Liquid just the best team in NA?
Sombra, as soon as that reveal thing shows up, hey, I have the EMP. They know where I am. EMP gets a couple of people, but they don't get the touch. A 2-0 for Team Liquid to start the series off.
Yeah, I don't know if I will fully say it's a C9 given that we already had the initial touch, but just things got a little bit too difficult there, Tree. Getting that recon off towards the end. I don't know, you know, Rose might not be here, but her spirit may still be lingering.
Bro, we need a replay on that shot.
I'm telling you, I think GK wins, but
he was mid-air, sniped him like Legolas from cross map, bro.
I think I'm actually dying, bro.
Almost
I need to
reminds me
sleep.
of, this is a good throwback.
Oh, you saying?
It was one of the Hawaii games where this was after Leave got his MVP.
I'm trying to lock in. I can't.
That Lighthouse got an invisible shot onto Birdring, who EMPs at the same time.
I got 50 bans on GK. They better win.
Like the same frame, cancel the EMP and basically kill
Start flicker gooning. I think that would knock me out instantly.
It's a throwback.
Yeah, it's a throwback. I got the archive stored in my brain.
Yeah, the
Track
archive
of,
I like that.
those old years. It's fun old years, but what a map to come through. 2-0. Even the Hanzo working out on this map as well, and we see it early. We expect it potentially on the King's Row, but
No, the food coma needs to be patched.
like on Elios, even it's just like, oh, this is actually Team Liquid.
SSG ethically dodged EWC due to Saudi's questionable laws. Okay, you know what?
As well as a really good
Okay.
interaction that does actually kind of cost.
Agreeing.
We backline a little bit. The Prince is just basically dead even.
Yeah, 51 to 49. I think everybody's pretty impressed with how Liquid handled GK yesterday in that 3-1. That upper bracket match. It was a 2-0 two-team Liquid on Oasis, so Control kind of going similar directions here. Circuit Royale was the next pick for GK, and it's actually going to be King's Row. Okay. They're not going to ban Hanzo, surely. Surely they won't ban the Hanzo here.
If you ban the Hanzo, you leave your backline.
They're not banning Hanzo.
So the issue here now has to be you have to prioritize the backline. Ban away probably again the Lucio, something like that, or even a Kiri.
I think they might ban Kiri. I think they're gonna ban Kiri.
And then the response will probably be the hazard ban. This is why I stated in our previous series in that lower final, banning the hazard map 1 removes your capability of having this response further in the series, which is why Liquid are not going to ban a hazard map 1. They're going to save it so that when GK go to a King's Row or a circuit, and inevitably the life of your backline is going to be protected, you then respond with the hazard ban.
Well, last time Team Liquid played this and picked this, GK picked it, and then GK won it. They banned Kiriko first and the Hazard second, but like you said, Hazard off the table. Let's have a look. It's going to be the same thing. Okay, so GK once again banning that Kiri. Team Liquid banning Hazard. So 2 Hazard bans, which means it can't be banned. Oh, sorry. Lucio Freire in the first one. I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking a different game. Different series. Because you're talking about banning Hazard so much. But anyway.
Yes, I got the Kiri. Okay, Hazard and Kiri. Hazard and Kiri. I got them.
Banning Kiri and then a Hazard ban for TL. Yeah, so no bait, no.
What are they gonna play then? What is GK gonna play?
It might get pulled out again. Tree's been looking honestly on fire with it.
I think it will be, yeah, and
Maybe Orisa?
reason is because
Mago?
as you sort of mentioned that Dragon Strike does have that interaction that can destroy deployables, which is going to be very useful into both lamp and also the trigger life. So I don't know if that's like the actual counter. This is a good map for the Hanzo anyway. So even if you're not up against the back,
Hazard ban? No, I'm not canceling the Preds.
You may want to pull through.
The Hazard ban's not even like. Look, they can still win with the Hazard ban. Watch. I'm telling you, they can still win. Kova has a mean Maga and a wrist on him, and Ram too. You can definitely no. Ram can work.
Away from this Beaver backline, they can also then play the Lucio because both teams kind of want to play Lucio here. Lucio being banned away causes some weird stuff to happen. We saw in that last series of Circuit Royale. Once Lucio is gone in this current meta, the backline.
PG, I'm gonna need you to give the insider info. Inter, Kellen, Blizz, Seeker, and CJ are fired, right?
Down like, hey,
No.
we can't play this backline. That's fine. We'll just pivot.
They coming back for stage 3.
Here we go. Map number 2, King's Row. Team Liquid off to a hot start. Community Preds being about 51% for Team Liquid, 49 for GK. With the Kiriko ban, we're going to see some Hanzo, probably some Lifeweaver, Baptiste as well. I wonder what other regions are going to think of this if this kind of backline just continues through to the mid-season. I'm curious how people end up in different regions kind of responding to it.
Well, in my opinion, Ball is one of the counters. Ball, Sombra, heavy dice, shutting down that backline, able to access them because the Lifeweaver Bap can just get onto these high grounds, super annoying to.
Alright, I'm gonna end Preds in 30 seconds. Y'all ready?
Will interrupt that. Ball's ability to chase is extremely huge. So once you go up internationally against strong dive teams, T1, Crazy Raccoon, especially when Jumbin is there, Dongnak is there, the 2 best ball players in the world, could be a struggle to run the Beaver backline. But right now, unless Infected, not this map, you wouldn't want to see the Ball in this map, but Infected is probably the one.
Obviously, there's a 2 years. Well,
replicating what some of the Korean teams will need to do against you.
Thank you, bro. Thanks for the 2 years. Alright, I'm closing the Preds.
save it for circuits. You save it for King's Row.
Bang! All right, let's get it going.
Zera on May. Tree on Hanzo. Defense Vega on the Alari. Okay, now this is a comp, and yeah, GK even on the offense. They're gonna go with Admiral on the Life Fever again, and this BAP, it's been so deadly. Ultraviolet is just a menace with it. But I mean, speaking of menaces,
Oh my goodness, what are you be doing?
All right, well, logged.
Yep.
You've got to deal with him. You have to somehow dislodge Tree. Cut him down.
Dislodge Tree.
You have no dive here. You have no real easy access to high ground. Make sure you got pedal, but that's not what we're really talking about because you don't have a hazard. This is why hazard would be so good in the situation, which is why it's a perfect ban. On the backline, though, my moan, first pickup here will be so useful.
Can't get Vega. Like, this is so difficult because Tree can just 180 and then tag my moan, and my moan, you're going to be fearful of getting logged by the hand. So even a body shot and then a headshot from the alarm.
No, Vega needs to just live here.
In the choke point. A nice little headshot there on the Storm Arrows.
I feel like every time he's on Alari, they insta lose, and he swaps to Lucio, they insta
A
win.
little bit of trouble, but actually, no, call an ambulance, but not for me. Zera gets headshot. That railgun from Lethal, not fully charged, but
Yeah, I played Willie.
Storm Arrows, though, still looking good. You won't win the point off this one. Tree is eventually going to go down. You would imagine he's going to healed up right now and actually safe. I lied. He's up. GK can't get him down.
Just refuses to die, and Vega's going to come back on the Lucio to rejoin the rest of the team ASAP. Pulse bomb in the hands of Mymone, looking for somebody. Recalls pretty early. Misses the pulse bomb. Tree almost logs him in this head, and actually Mymone taking a body shot there. A tick in a little bit here for GK, at least for now, but dislodging Infected is going to be so difficult, and the Blizzard, Dragon Strike, so much coming up soon.
Yeah, a lot on the GK side as well. Look at this. Annihilation. OC, we've really seen Lethal pop off. That's the opportunity. Big damage potentially coming through now.
They're going to try and make this fight cheap.
Oh my god, so many ults.
On the point, it's going to be so hard to actually get on here now if you're Team Liquid. Infected, dash into the back line. Terror surge in.
Oh my!
He's found himself in a 1v1. Make that a 1v2, but on the point, the Blizzard is going to help secure the kill onto cover, denying him the use of that.
Oh my Tree!
Lethal logged again as Tree dominates on the Hanzo on the defense.
It's just disgusting. He hasn't died. Has he died yet? I don't think he's died yet. And now the late death onto Admiral. You want to appreciate the fact that the Zera May has found value here as well. Blizzard on point to essentially counteract the Tree. Yeah, you want to get some Tree healing, too bad. You're going to get frozen up instead. And then the wall to block out line of sight once the OC comes through. Really brutal stuff. Lethal got to swap over to the gas out to try and put some more
GK after I bet on them.
Vega, by the way, had a couple fights now, but he swapped onto Lucio. Already has a beat to play through.
He's just an absolute monster, man. Yeah, okay, Ravenous Vortex is going to help for sure. He's got the backup of RuPaul in that window as these logs are going to hurt even more if RuPaul uses the ult. Lethal is going to have a good firing line here onto the point, but now this window is...
Wait, what is Zera doing?
Remember,
Zera died?
Sound barrier from Vega, yep. There's an annihilation on the point for cover. It's going to tick for quite a considerable amount of time, considering Infectors there trying to hold down the fort. 2 ticks on board now for GK, and eventually taken out. And Tree at the very end here, unable to pick up the kills, but they made it hurt. GK just narrowly getting that point with 3-minute time back in the left.
That's his first death. That was the first time Tree actually goes down here, so...
It's gone on the roll.
What he's able to do.
Where is Zera?
So long, Dragon Strike ready to go. It just comes down to annihilation, pushing on in, lasting forever, like you say, with Infected there receiving all of it. And now, potentially blocking cover up, but not enough damage to it to kill him.
Yeah, this shield, so he's pretty chill. All good. Obviously, the BAP's very good into that as well. You just kind of jump over if you really need to. High noon through the window. Dragon Strike in response. Okay, that's one way to send a message.
One of the counters to window, obviously. Hard to play through the window when the Dragon Strike is there, but also at the same time, Liquid just disengage. Did I not finding value either from Lee?
Okay, Tree.
Tree on the point. Uh-oh. Hard to fight into. Tree is taking down this lamp as well. He's just hunting for Ultraviolet right now. Kind of king of the castle on this high ground. In fact, Ultraviolet is on the wrong side of the fight. Terror Surge. Oh, gripped away.
So many ults.
Admiral not only saves cover from the Terror Surge, but saves him
on Lethal.
The Blizzard as well. Lethal finds the kill onto RuPaul, and it's all falling apart for Team Liquid on the streets phase. Vega dead. Team Liquid's backline just washed down the drain as a minute and 30 remain.
But the Blizzard is a little bit misplaced as well. Placed in front of the payload, and Tree alive, holding strong. Payload didn't move though, which is a bit of an issue. Tree's gonna swap off the Hanzo. He'll probably go back actually. It might just be a TP to help his teammates move forward as Team Liquid now.
What is Flicker Goonie? I have no idea.
Is he gonna touch in time? Barely, 0.57 meters.
Need to kill the shield though. Infective's going down.
How no, stop.
Pulse bomb for my moan.
Waiting for bait.
Staring straight at Zera. Wants some backup. Sends Lethal in to try and deal with the Tracer. Sound barrier for Vega now available, but RuPaul is already dead. Are they going to commit? Yes, they are. 4-man sound barrier is to the back line on the Lucio, but his overhealth isn't going to last for too much longer as the positioning right now for GK is just too good. But Zera, I mean, that's got to be a close or high noon, Jax. Pops it, instantly dies to my moan. Annihilation on the point 4 Cuffer. Should be the final nail in the coffin. Point 2 secured.
They're still trying to stay alive with a Deadeye, but it's Cuffer with the Annihilation once more. Now that the beat is gone, Vega dropped it in 4-man. Trying to get that recontest in, despite being one down.
Oh, he's on the Freya.
Over to the Freya for some long-range damage. Vega onto the Zen. We do see this sometimes. We go backs against the wall on the C point. Lack of capability to get flanked. The Zen can be pretty safe. See if the healing is going to be enough. Certainly the damage is what we're looking for out of Vega, though.
A small perk pickup as well, worth pointing out with Trees. Taking the perk where if you use a Sonic Vanera health pack, it does get hacked for a brief moment in time. So it can really help out Zera on the sidelines with this Mega. So Imon's going to have a tough job kind of dealing with it. Although Vega's dead too, Lethal.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Take out in that Zen, but Tree delivers him a log to the head. Here comes a Tree being deployed by Avril.
So far back, they're gonna push up beyond their tree in short moments here.
Dragon Strike used, and yeah, that tree isn't gonna survive too long. Look at that. Ends up expiring at the end of the day, and now RuPaul on the high ground with the window deploys the lamp for himself, and it's just an overwhelming amount of damage. A barrage of arrows blotting out the sun as GK try to approach this final corner, and they're unable to do so. 50 seconds.
Wait, Tree swapping? Where's he going? Widow?
Yeah, at the very end comes alive with a couple of kills, and maybe even Tree.
This is such a Widow swap. You know it's a Widow swap. You know it's a Widow swap. You know it's a Widow swap.
Lethal's still on the Freya, obviously.
Oh.
In response to another Freya, the long-range consistency required here a little bit. I did enjoy having a Tree and RuPaul high ground set up, a little fortress with a window that they can play through. Very hard for GK to break, and it would require Lethal to find those shots like he did onto Vega to do. Now the long-range Freya battles will start to begin, but we're looking towards Annihilation. Vega does not have a Transcendence yet.
Oh, spotted Vega. Discord Orbital Warhack now for the Zen.
Nah, I hope this is 8 months.
Everybody kind of trapped in that small corner, that Ravenous Vortex bringing everybody together. Really slowing them down. Bowler shot. Oh, goes wide. Actually almost clipped Zera there, which would have been pretty disastrous for the Tracer. Infector receives a lamp in the front line. Now his overtime is here.
Okay, Willie.
Reflect clear onto Vega and cover with this Annihilation. Has to deal with this window. RuPaul has to dash back though. These take aim shots.
Oh my.
But a couple of bullets onto my moan will end the Genji's life, but Lethal pops his little head up and takes down RuPaul.
So opportunity here. Annihilation can be a massive ultimate for this final fight. Vega is about to have his ultimate as well. Admiral coming back from spawn. Big kills. Lethal onto Tree.
This Adamantium backline is just staying alive, but eventually Zera takes him down. Lethal there with a follow-up as the payload 3x for GK. They've got a Tree, they've got Annihilation, they have the tools to win this. A Tree deployed on the point, Transcendence coming through for Vega to get the final touch, but it's going to run out in a couple of seconds and he's going to be pretty dead. Although saying that, the lamp comes out in the end. Terror Surge does end up connecting with it. Eventually, Vega is brought down, and this Annihilation, it's just too much sustained damage for RuPaul to heal up the rest of his squad.
It's just impossible to kill anything here, man.
At the very most. But Team Liquid, they made a good go of it. And an overtime finish is a real nice one on King's Row. We know how long these can get. And if Team Liquid finishes with over a minute, they're going to be in good stead to pick up another map. But what a push there from GK, surviving against the Hanzo at the very end.
Just brutal overtime, respawn times there for Team Liquid. Waiting for players to get in. Vega forced to trans just to go for the touch, which means no transcendence for the actual fight itself. And afterwards, Annihilation can find his value.
No, I'm good. 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 Code 1 Yoko thanks to 5 months.
Follow through to get anything else done there.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good. Is where they're going to get capped out in. which when we refer back to yesterday's upper bracket final game, GK capped out Kings Row in OT. So a little bit of history repeating itself here. And as a reminder, GK also did win this map as well.
Look at the deaths on Cuffer and Mymone, only 2 each. Pretty low.
I don't think so.
Considering how much, or at least visual impact Tree was having. Very lower limbs on the side of Team Liquid.
Didn't know you a Zen freak. I've never tried a Zen or nicotine in general.
He's locked the Hanzo again, and Vega on the Zen. We'll see if this rolls in as the gates open.
Yeah. We need to just call who we need to clear first for you guys, and we'll help clear. Ramp's probably gonna be statue. You can cover Ramp.
You could also go on a Vega.
You don't know.
What?
Yeah.
Anna.
I mean, if we want to fucking lose.
Mercy would actually be good.
Jesus.
I don't see the rest. It's only
my traces. My back
trade. They're trading right top.
Do you even live live? What? Should I try it? No.
Alright, I can push
What does
one.
Zen even do?
No shield.
On the shield. Carry one.
No, 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 wait out.
I'm walking top right. Turn
Alright,
over.
3, 2, 1, walking around.
Take top.
Top,
3,
top.
2.
Right,
Top right.
follow me. Back on going through left, fair.
Float.
I can touch.
I'm hard to peek. Turn top right. I'm hard to peek.
Ramp holding corner. Stop,
Next
trade
top,
left,
take
I'm trade left. We're going behind.
I'm walking right.
I'm taking top, place off.
Yeah, run the form.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Bottom
Carry
left.
one. I can
They're
hit
in bottom
them.
left. They're in bottom left. Our man.
Yeah.
Think top right.
I'm pushing.
Take top right.
Yeah, I have top.
Flip map.
I'll flip. Come on.
Yeah, I'm healing you. Block left.
Trade left.
Block left.
Sit around.
Really need pocket.
Yeah, I'm blocking monster
Get
right now.
around.
River.
I'm taking more enemy though.
Run the form. You can push out there. I'm going
Bottom
left.
right.
Turn left. I wouldn't see Trey. You're on top left.
Yeah.
Turn main drop.
Liquid just flipping the map right now on.
Oh my god, infecting needs care, bro.
Infected is so low. There's a lamp available from RuPaul, leaving the window too, so that's going to supplement their healing. Lethal feeling pretty bad on the low ground, although Tree actually just clambered down to his level. As if getting gripped away from Infected, who was trying to make a beeline to the back line. Ultraviolet and Vega do end up trading as Lethal goes extremely low, slides away up.
Really killing two, though.
That miniature health back, but Team Liquid still. Reinforcements are going to come in just a moment, but they've lost their positioning.
And a late death on Lethal as well. UV is still making his way back from spawn. This is going to be a limited 3v5 for a time being. Mymone has to be careful of his own HP bar. As Team Liquid survived that one. Very low HP members. Going to slowly whittle away by Mymone. Go for the touch now.
Oh, the tree on the point. Yeah, Vega ends up going down. This is not looking good for Team Liquid right now. GK managed to push RuPaul off of that high ground, a full wrap around to get rid of the BAP, who is in a priority. And
Oh my god!
What? By Tree! That flick was insane! Mymone looking like he wanted to go for a pulse, but wants the Hanzo, but Tree denies him straight up. Another little headshot there with the Storm Arrow. Now he's in trouble though. As the Annihilation was meant just for him. It was postmarked just for Tree. That should be enough ults for GK to win this fight.
It's a lot. It's 3 ultimates at the end of the day. 3 alive to start things out, and then Annihilation plus OC to finish the fight with 1.
I don't think they can break through this.
As a reminder, yesterday barely capped A with any time, kept B and OT, and didn't have enough time to finish the map, which is why they lost Kings Row. You have so many ults on board for Team Liquid, though. You have to imagine this should be enough.
It should be, but is it? Terror Surge available. You've got Dragon Strike, Beat, Window, 4 ults on the board.
Oh my god, Tree is dead.
They are going first. They are just playing quicker than Team Liquid right now. RuPaul finds one. Nice little grip there. Saves Lethal, but still ends up going down as he's in hot pursuit. And look at that. They get taxiing RuPaul around the map. 50 seconds to go. Infected finds a double. The Dragon Strike will be it. Okay, Team Liquid. Again, kind of reminiscent of how GK ended up doing on their attack. Very close, scrappy fight at the very end as Liquid get the payload going.
They get to save 2 ultimates here as well, but that got really tight for Team Liquid. Tree going down early. The reason why that's so impactful is not just because it's Tree on Hanzo, but more importantly, let's look at this shot.
Ew! This is like the most Tree shot ever.
UV drops in the window, and one of the best ways you beat the window, as previously discussed, is you drag and strike the window, which then gives RuPaul a better angle to work through. Infected is not able to get close enough to sort of break past the window and Terror Surge, but he still wins the day. Infected and Zero combined took down that backline eventually.
Go Bears!
Welcome to cap.
Zero forced to recall pretty early, but so is Mymone. So both Tracers playing on a knife's edge in the streets. Zero still wants a little chunk of Mymone though. Does need some help. That support, that general like healing passive kicks in a little bit slower now.
Oh my god.
Oh, what? Okay.
The hell happened to
Lethal did
Lethal?
not even see Zera. Saw the pulse bomb. Zera blinked in, blinked out, got a kill onto Lethal. Ends up going down though, so 1-for-1 trade, and here's the tree. The emergency tree for GK. Terror Surge on top of it, however, and that instant damage. Oh, dearie me. That backline's looking adamantium, but when they're all brought together in a group hug, it is easy pickings.
Wait, infected swapping?
Tree life gain over time is going to be there, but
Is he going
not
Ram?
enough to stop infected. A quick Terror Surge, by the way. Lamp broken fast by the rest of Liquid means that Terror Surge value is going to be massive. As Infected will swap over towards the Ram now. Action Cuffet. RuPaul next up on ultimate. Tree ready to go as well. The timing is going to be super important here. They're both out timing Ultraviolet.
Lethal could maybe step up here, but they need to clear this high ground, and that's going to be really hard against the BAP and the Hanzo. Maybe my Moan can be that difference.
Ew.
Oh,
My god, beautiful lamp.
The lamp is better. Saving Tree's life. That annihilation isn't going to affect them up on this high ground. Cover's trying to jump and actually try and punch them in the sky, but now he's below them. That annihilation looks so sad from Cuffer. He's now cowering in a corner, and this Dragon Strike will probably be the end of him as well. A window deployed in the choke point, but no one can make good use of it now as the Dragon Strike is going to set.
My god, Tree's killing everyone.
Ultraviolet might be on the high ground, but the rest of his comrades 10 feet under as Team Liquid cap the second point.
You can see that with Lethal going to Freya. He already knows we're going to see B is likely over. Also, don't need to cast anymore into the Ram, considering there's no Orisa on board for Team Liquid. Tree's going to respond.
Really going on a sim here.
Good news for Team Liquid today compared to yesterday's Kings Row is they have 30 extra seconds. Yesterday, only the 130 capping B and OT. Small.
Whoa!
Error. Speaking of error, Zera's not going to get that stick.
Almost. Everybody was kind of jumping around. Everybody was a little bit taller than he was. All right, my
Nice flip.
A TP play into the back line. It's going to be hard for Infected to stay alive now. This sim is just so easy to charge up. My Moan,
Nice.
we spoke about it earlier. Just being able to...
Oh, Vega.
Pick, and a full right click owns Vega. Ultraviolet gets the last final tap there onto the Lucio. Infected ends up going down as well. As Team Liquid are routed.
I'll tell you what, GK, you mentioned this one. They struggled to find any high ground capability in terms of shutting down Team Liquid. Tree might not be on Hanzo anymore, but high ground is kind of what won Team Liquid that B fight. My Moan says, I can just go symmetrical. We can flip the map. You want to take that high ground? I can TP there as well. Lob a full charge right click into Vega's face. And the last minute, Team Liquid have still a decent amount of distance, but they have a lot of ultimates.
Everybody is so split. Four-man sound barrier there for Team Liquid to keep them in the fight. A Nemesis form and then the Annihilation for cover on the point is Infected just rolls over Ultraviolet and Admiral. My Moan went for a TP play into the backline, split the team up, and then Infected kind of ate them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Look at this though, 30 seconds remaining. So, final couple of delays, my Moan and Cuffer. Look at the correct respawn together. Importantly, GK.
Can you tell me how I got GM on console when I'm Hearthstone Plat 1 on PC?
What did they get out of it?
Your mentality, bro.
All three big Team Liquid ults go. We're not expecting too much out of the bowler shot.
You got
Doesn't
it.
do enough damage. Needs a bit of setup here for GK. One final fight, and they have so much to do.
TPP, a bowler shot onto the high ground, but they still need to touch. RuPaul does end up going down as Tree switches points. Just basically, it's playing in the spawn right now of GK, but this wall is just too strong. It's just too powerful. GK's defense looking infallible with this sim. The high ground was a problem, but not when you got a TP, as Team Liquid end up falling over on King's Row as GK tie the series.
No deferred bans, no Malga today in this grand final for GK. Straight away onto one of their strong maps of King's Row, where they won yesterday. They will win again in the same fashion as well, mind you. Another 3-2. They complete the map in OT, and they're just shy of capping in their own.
Who is XD? Who is this?
As I sort of mentioned it in the last fight, because there was enough time to reset, they baited all these large ultimates out of Team Liquid, and they banked their own huge ultimates. And that giant ult advantage with the wall as the cherry on top, you can't break through that.
Yeah, that wall, it is just to decide it in like most fights. If the enemy also doesn't have like
92 messages.
Obviously, we see it in EU a ton with the sim. And the sim walls, we wall as well. We wall in a different direction, or maybe the same direction, where we also can't really get damaged, and it's a bit of a stalemate in the fight. But when there's only one sim, you can't deal with that. And then both Avril and UV had ults as well. Like you said, that ult stacking really paid off. Tree's Hanzo looked extremely good, especially on that first and second. This flick was also nasty. But history is
Another VIP redeemed to never chat again.
Kings Row was the third map in their series in the
All right, bro.
But GK won that one, and Team Liquid won the control as a 2-0. Like, after GK won this, Team Liquid's response was going to Runasapi, banning the Ram, and then a Cassidy ban for GK. So, do you think we're going to see that again?
Runasapi coming up. I mean, we have Circuit here as well, but I think that would be GK's pick if they go to it. So for Team Liquid, they did win Runasapi 123-91. Getting rid of the Ram would put us back into Orisa contention. We'll see if that's better for Infected. Looking through though here, I mean, how badly do you just want to deny the Circuit early on in the series by going to a different S squad? I mean, I don't think Watchparty Gibraltar is that popular in NA. But yeah, would be a bit of a wrench in the works. So we already saw the Ilios come through. Ilios, which has been so rare in NA. I mean, I just looked throughout the history. Liquid themselves haven't played it for the last 5 controls, and even in this playoffs, we had 5 Oasises, 1 Ilios, 1 Busan. So basically, what I'm saying is, Liquid have already kind of like thrown a wrench in to try and change up the map pool a little bit. Denying a Circuit early on could be a good play if they just want to go to...
Slide me a ban, please. You want a ban?
Circuit, but this is what we saw from Nightmare as well. So what we can say here is they can take GK...
PG, bro, what provider do you have? I have Frontier.
Get the first ban.
GK as well, by the way, is still undefeated on Hybrid. Just saying. 100% win rate, coming in strong. Preferred map type. All right, Liquid go to Circuit. Yeah, how do we see the bans here? Because you know the Life Weaver's coming, man. You know the Life Weaver BAP. It's gonna come in. It's happened over and over again. A small substitution too. It's exactly what we saw yesterday.
Knifing for Zero. Oh, I'm about to see Sim gameplay. Oh my god. It's gonna be another Sim.
From Team Liquid yesterday. Just
200 bans on GK.
Too often. Normally Zera's in playing the Tracer, but when Knife comes in, dude was like handed in the backline on his own. Was finding unbelievable and like game-winning picks just on the Mei, hitting the right click. Killed the backline in one, got a 3K, and then basically won the map for them.
Well, the 3K was literally the clutch. They lost the fight, and then just off the back of that 3K from Knife,
Eclipsing the sub.
were able to
Thanks, bro.
recover from that losing situation and essentially just like kept that time down on beat. In terms of where we may see some of the bans,
If I win, get 4 and can redeem the 1v1 from mod and lose, will you remove my mod? No.
To ban. And I think at this stage, unless you are really keen to play into it, which I don't think you should be if you are Team Liquid, get rid of one of them. But
yeah, they're gonna ban me.
BAP means that you obviously keeping the BAP.
You want a 1v1 though?
Allows you to still play the BAP. So it's like the Lucio situation where it's like, you know, ban the Kiriko and King's Row instead because you still want the capability to play your own Lucio. You don't want to be kneecapping yourself, which is Team Liquid's strategy here. Get rid of the Life Weaver. Make sure BAP's in play. We're going to be playing Lucio plus BAP.
Oh, yeah?
He's going to be out of the picture, which was really strong from Knife. Knife is going to end up moving.
If I already play horror game, will you finish it? Depends on the horror game.
A sim in the background. Quite good on this map. If not, we know Venture has decent value here.
What do I get from Canes? Box combo, no coleslaw, extra butter bread.
Venture out. Otherwise, Genji, always pretty solid. I do wonder if any team may even consider double long-range hit scans here. This is more of like a Virtus Pro kind of thing. But
Like a Bible verse. What is that supposed to mean? What do VIPs even get? You get a shiny
Might
diamond?
end up just being the Genjis, honestly.
We've seen sprinklings of the Freya.
I feel like a Caniac is too much.
Of that, but yeah, it feels like more of a Genji type angle. Yeah, Team Liquid.
What drink? Get an Arnold Palmer.
GK ban in May.
Arnold
Yeah,
Palmer.
I'm not surprised. Like
No, like getting a Caniac is crazy, but
they just couldn't stop him. It was just so like if a May player is like turning around fights like that, where just boom, boom, killing the backline in a couple of hits like from long range. Like, sure, our tank is then going to have the worst time in the history of Overwatch.
you gymming now? Get the Caniac? I might have to.
By the way, which is insane, just freezing the tanks like it's old May. It feels
What
bad.
do you
So,
get
know,
from the fire time
shot
wake stop?
I would love to see Venture though. I think this map, yeah, like you said, pretty decent for it.
I think later on, particularly on C, is where, in my opinion, the Venture shines a lot. Just the high ground, low ground plays. You can burrow from all the way on high ground and come from some very unique angles. Just across the board, we saw I think my moan was one that actually brought out the.
I got a 3-piece the other day and I could barely finish it. How are you eating a Kenyak with extra toast? I could kill a box combo like. I could kill a box combo under 5 minutes.
Victor was probably going to be more likely to go Orisa if we were going to spin Orisa. But as I sort of mentioned here, has Knife been cooking up a
Maybe under 3 minutes, honestly.
However, I will note that this is what my moan wants. He wants Knife's Symmetra to come through so that he can
Leave it alone, Jesus.
Yeah, GK. I'm hoping they lock this venture. Knife might have a bit of a tough time.
No, I never tried angry trick. Angry trick. Dude, I've never tried angry.
No, they're on that. We played normal.
Okay. I think ventures so good though when they're on sim. Yeah.
I have never tried angry chicks. Sanga talks about it all the time though.
I want to walk around really fast. Go slow.
Yeah.
Really low. I'm walking.
I'm closing prides.
Swing up. Break the TP. Please down. Touch your end. I messed the drop.
I'm digging up.
I think Liquid just win, bro. This sim comp is too broken.
Yeah, I'm checking left for now.
I have TP right now, by the way. Okay.
I can dig again if just chill for now.
Dennis, you have to wait. I want to.
A night combo from Jack in the Box is insane.
Moving car for now.
Pushing card fast.
I will dig on the statue soon, okay?
Yeah.
And then we
I'm hard walking a minute ago.
Okay, digging statue. 3, 2, 1.
I saw their exit.
Some of me. ATP out.
Kill the 10 now.
Yeah, we're fine. I have roll.
Come here.
I'm half ram trolling.
I can dig again in 3.
Yeah.
They have no form. Can we hard push it?
I'm playing spin
3, 2, 1. Walk.
I saw
All
the
of me. Oh,
I've left it. Yeah.
Oh my god, W my moan.
ram trolling. Ram inside left.
Nice. Dennis, let's go.
Beautiful stuff there.
Oh my goodness, UV got melted like butter. Oh my god.
A nice position, then Lethal forcing the lamp out of RuPaul. So RuPaul didn't have that resource to save Infected in that fight.
You heard the comms there as well from my moan saying, I'm gonna dig in, go straight for statue.
What is this? Where is this from?
Wanting the team to follow through, especially that secondary dig, and then allowing Lethal to find angles, double shots. To
Angry
hold this up
chicks?
at that point for the cap, and
I might need to
Lethal
tap
come alive
in.
in the series as well. In the day, here comes Window.
Okay, good window angle as well. So GK, yep. Oh, I mean that was BM. Good shot there from Tree.
No, I used to think mac and cheese was mid until I had a really good mac and cheese.
Sniper staying on the sim as well. This is where previously Knife swapped over to the main, so the ban will prevent that from coming through. My moan still can continue getting more value on this venture. Look towards the OC now. A little bit struggling is going to be the fact that if you OC, Symmetra Wall comes on through to counter you, and then suddenly things get a little bit tricky.
Has Zero played? Yeah, Zero played the first 2 maps actually. This is nice first map.
Ooh, Captive Sun. Nice connection there onto Ultraviolet. However, an easy sound barrier for Admiral. Annihilation, that wall isn't really going to be too much of a hindrance now.
That's a lot of ults.
GK, Infected last alive on the point.
That was 4 ults from GK.
Basically shield dance that entire time and get the full use of that Annihilation. A whole big ult dump there for GK, but they get it popping. And, well, it wasn't exactly cheap for Team Liquid either.
It's an entire ult bank used, and as mentioned, the OC is not going to get much done versus the wall, but tell you what, Tonic Shock, my moan can reposition quite easily.
Beecher's mac and cheese in Seattle.
Now it's Infected's turn.
That looks insane. That actually looks insane.
Straight to the back line.
Yeah, beautiful stuff.
Oh, okay, that looks
It's gonna
insane.
be easy to play around if you're GK. Annihilation still ticking. My moan taking a little bit of that damage, forcing everybody into a small corner, but that's kind of exactly where RuPaul wants you to be. Everybody grouped up, a lot of AoE healing coming through for the BAP. Oh, what a headshot from Tree as well. Takes Lethal out of the sky.
Do y'all like your mac and cheese more runny, or do you like it more like
although they lose RuPaul.
like clumpy?
Working out well for Team Liquid. Pushing GK back. Also connecting from Tree. Finish off onto the fight as 240 is still plenty for GK to work through, but as we sort of mentioned, a lot
Like in the middle.
spent in a previous fight just leaves them wanting now. A little bit of a slow recharge phase. Team Liquid still have more to potentially use coming up.
Knife is one. Where are the heals?
You see her now.
My knife. My poor knife.
Oh my.
Nice from Lethal there. My God. Snipes Tree. Tree thought he had the upper hand there with the bowler shot. Absolutely not. Lethal still sharpshooter as GK capped that point. Not looking exactly like the series yesterday. Avril here. Nice on the venture.
I mean, Vegas just couldn't get the beat in time as well. Unfortunately, Team Liquid couldn't hold on, but what a shot coming through from Lethal, wanting his revenge, because get double bolted by Tree in the previous fight. And yeah, the no mate here is a problem. And as I sort of mentioned, Knife also has Adventure in the pocket, so I get a Venture Mirror now. Bit of a rarity for NA, but two of the teams that we have here that can play it well.
That was a
Bro, I want to try the Shake Shack Dubai chocolate shake.
ability there. Oh, there's the beat. It's
But
four.
Cuffer didn't get beat.
Cuffer, wrong place, wrong time, no sound barrier. Avril LOSing is tanking. That's going to be disastrous as my own just takes over.
What? It sounds good as hell. It got like a chocolate shell around it. Dubai Katifi, Pistachio, whatever.
Scurrying away. This
Dubai chocolate, Labubu, Mazda, strawberry boba.
Went down, and so waiting for Cuffer as well. That's a really brutal way to
It sound good though.
He has Annihilation coming up. If Cuffer survives that fight, he annihilates forward. It's Lethal's turn.
Oh dear, Tree, get out of there. Nice little dash forward. Oh, missed the headshot though.
I swear those are no regs, what?
Lethal, okay. A little bit
Oh
uncharacteristic
my.
there. Oh, though, saying that straight through the window. See you later. Window is still a little bit awkward, but Infected is dead. Lethal running away. My moan trying to make, oh, sorry, Knife trying to make a hero play. Lethal might have gone down, but the payload is still being pushed. 2 minutes in the time bank. Someone's got to touch. Triple blank for Tree. RuPaul does end up going down, so healing resources cut to a minimum now. And this Annihilation is gonna hurt. Infected's also gonna rip his own and could just fold his arms for the time being. I can imagine a Kiriko swap here for Liquid, just TP through the wall. But the focus fire from GK brings down.
Is it over?
Beast. And there's the cat.
Oh my god, GK are just looking too good right now.
You might have been right there. The Kiriko swap from RuPaul probably required to go in and Suzu, but you give up your window, and he is praying that there's a situation where Infected can stay alive for a moment longer. Throw the lamp
Uncle calling me.
through the window, maybe clutch it up for a couple more moments for the rest of Liquid to float on in for a final defense. When you see that one really break down, it's double support's dead for Liquid. GK still have theirs available, and Annihilation battle is only going to go in one direction. Once that happens,
Team with least Americans wins.
strong on their
Relax.
Given
Relax.
that it wasn't even their map choice, but it's one of their strong maps. Liquid, they wanted to opt into a GK power map. On their terms, they banned the Life Weaver, but the response ban from the May is just delivering so much for GK here.
Whole lot of value. Imagine Knife probably does the same thing here. Runs out on the sim. We'll see if there's going to be a venture swap in the near future, but my moan kind of, again,
Girl failure, thanks to
Same
sub.
thing as my moan did. Sees the Symmetra on the defense, swaps to Vince.
Suki Yays, thanks to 8 months. Ooh.
very easy switch as well. No kind of faffing around. All right, let's see if GK can hold on to his defense. Now Lethal on the Cassidy. No Freya here. Has been opting a lot of the time. Ash, Cassidy, any kind of like raw hit scan, Sojourn, etc.
Does prevent Infected from playing the Arista. You can see Arista would like to be the choice for Infected, but once he spots Lethal, he might.
Oh, what? Comfort instant head?
Holy what? God, he needed the TP out, but it didn't save him. That is gigantic.
Needed that lamp. Where'd he go?
He got speared and bursted. Didn't even have time to fold his arms and get the 50% reduction. That is a huge error from GK.
Oh my, and now you can take such a nice spot here. It's Infected, you can hold this corner super far up, like... Damn.
How am I seeing Sim Slop again?
If I remember correctly, we've seen GK many times, Cuffer's already, play through that right side angle from defensive POV. And Team Liquid, man, the coaching documents, that was certainly in there. Flick through it.
Whoa, what the?
Oh, how is RuPaul alive?
Lamp already forced.
Bro went through their solo and still survived somehow. All right, Cuffer.
Wait, Cuffer should just kill everyone.
Though, which is a big problem. Cuffer's
okay.
Again. A nice little sextuple fan the hammer from Tree. It might be. Admiral and Lethal do get one, but yeah, Payload Princess is keeping them in.
Trinity needs 2 months.
Cuffer, bro. Like, that's the second time in a row. Just gets blown up.
That first death on that corner right out of spawn is important enough that it genuinely may cost the map, which sounds.
We need Kuffa to
extreme
live.
coming from me in the sense that obviously we just started it. What do you mean one death at the start will cost you? It means that you lose all capability to hold A the way you like. Look at the time back now. This should have been a much slower A push and an A cap from Team Liquid, but instead they're gonna push cap A, hold all ultimates, now snowball B.
Crazy window on the high ground, and Ultraviolet's already dead. Nice wrap around from Team Liquid, and this is a cheap fight. I'm talking like bargain hunters cheap. Look at this. One ultimate. They got 4 running into next.
This is the thing that people watching need to understand.
They,
as well.
oh,
I think in normal Overwatch games where it's going to get a bit more chaotic, those types of kills happen. It's whatever. At the highest level,
I think Team Liquid are gonna go close with High Noon and Arissa.
That one death snowballs everything.
When they come out, they're gonna High Noon maybe. I think they're just gonna kite this.
Spear Spin's going to stop a lot of that damage, and that wall definitely will. High Noon, Tree slowly stepping forward.
Oh my goodness.
High Noon connects to Lethal, and an extra bullet finishes him off. Team Liquid.
Bro, Knife is so good at these weird heroes.
Than we've seen from them previously. GK, they've used the Annihilation, but it's not enough. My Mode's going to have to burrow out of there. Kuffa down. Afro, no sound barrier. Like, GK, they still got one ultimate, but this is Liquid cap at this point.
I mean,
look at this time back as well. It's going to be monstrous.
These are the first ultimates from GK. That's the other problem. They're the first ultimates. This is still the first sound barrier. We're on C, 5 minutes of time bank. I mean, look what if they surely have got this done and dusted. And that's not over because GK full capped the map with 143. But you have to imagine Team Liquid's time bank is about to be disgusting. If they can maintain momentum and not make mistakes.
Oh, okay. Bro beats there from Admiral as well. Okay. A semblance of control now for GK as they expend their last ult.
First recovery, first fight win, first sound barrier used. GK trying to slow things down. Now the goal, how much time can we bleed down? You want to try and get this down to 140 on the other side as well? Have a comparable time back. If you get it down to even 2 minutes, you'll consider that a win for GK.
Nice TP.
What in the hell?
Yeah, out of that one.
Kind of awkward. Abra was behind that wall too. Did get like dragged in a little bit, but he was chilling. That was yeah, not great from Infected.
By the way, I think it's a great idea for GK to go for the spawn camp. First of all, it's low risk because you have your own TP to match Knife. If Team Liquid want to get aggressive and TP out of this one, you TP to match them. The spawn camp
TP is very hard to destroy as well.
It's one of the best.
Where they have low cooldowns. They TP'd High Noon on their walkout.
TP
Okay, whoa.
Extremely aggro from UV, but still doesn't matter. Nice little High Noon there from Lethal through the window, insta-killing RuPaul. Okay, they're burning down that clock. It was about a 5-minute time back, now at 3:30.
This is where GK are slowly but surely making up for the errors on A, which then results.
How did that work? Bro, High Noon through window is actually so broken. You can just see them for half a second and whenever like the circle just goes halfway, you can literally shoot it and it just insta die.
Defense for GK and it's real stabilization. Have a reasonably matched time bank scenario. Team Liquid is struggling to actually break out of spawn still though.
Knife and Infected a perma 180 out, and okay, Lethal just finds an off angle, finds the line, and kills Knife. And Infected is also going to die. Yep, nice DP away as Lethal. Yeah, he's playing Portal right now. He's not playing Overwatch. Tree does kill 2.
Actually.
Okay, somehow Tree kills the backline.
That's massive. That actually now.
I don't know how Tree killed the backline.
Spawn camp anymore. GK have to back out. So this is where Team Liquid for the first time in almost 2 minutes now will be able to break out a spawn. And as we reach towards the end, GK will have disrupted this time back enough that it is possible that Team Liquid will not match the 143, which is the goal for GK here in the recovery game.
Double fun. Yeah, I was going to say, have fun trying to work that one out, Tree, with that High Noon. It's all good, though. Lethal, professor in mathematics there, solving those equations around those walls. Annihilation is going to tear now through Team Liquid's front line. And they're looking good. Okay, time bank, like you said, diminished.
And now you're really at risk. Team Liquid, by the way, they walked in with 5 minutes of a time bank, which is so much, but a singular fast fight. Admiral popping his first sound barrier, coming through from the outside, and then multiple spawn camp wins in a row. Liquid now struggling.
beat High Noon, beat in response. Vega's still super low, and they're using this to get out of spawn. They're using a window of to get out of spawn right now. GK more than happy with that. Annihilation's gonna get popped from Infected.
Oh my god, he can't kill Lethal.
Right now, but Lethal has found his mark. Infected dead. Time Bank slipping through the fingers of Team Liquid. This is not looking pretty.
Now we have to change the conversation. The conversation originally was, how good of a time bank are we expecting from Team Liquid, to then saying, GK,
Or that's the thing's the 18 months.
stabilize, draw down that timer, and the conversation will
I don't remember renewing the sub. You're welcome, I guess.
This will be a
Well, I thank
disaster
you.
for Team Liquid, considering how much time they had going into this 5 minutes. But they
No, Sim just allows them to stuff so hard.
Time again, absolutely brutal from GK.
Oh, Willie died.
Now to save Lethal, they trade again. My Moan for Treat. Infected trying to carry space in that front line, trying to ignore Cuffer. Cuffer does manage to get out as well with that TP. I mean, look, they got to go for these kills. They need this high ground. They need to bully GK.
Wait, Lethal?
Lethal on height. Has 4% to a High Noon and it's a perfect eagle-eye view of the backline. A teleport is going to try and match him. And
Okay, that's unlucky.
TP straight on him and a nice little right click. And there it is. Okay, now Team Liquid can try and push. Can they finish this map, though, with 30 seconds?
Well, they got the ultimates. That's what they needed. Tree opening up the map for them once again. Team Liquid need a little bit more time to get RuPaul and Vega in there. Knife in my moan would have bisecting walls in just a short moment.
As both walls
Oh, no.
TP to the high ground. High Noon cancel. Payload still moving with no sightline right now for GK2 shoot Team Liquid. A later wall and an overtime one at bat. As Knife explodes. A window from the flank from GK and 3 people sitting behind it. Sound barriers connect from both sides, but Knife being down is going to be a man disadvantage for Team Liquid as they're huddling in this room trying to kill Lethal.
Oh my.
Massive value lamp as well from Ultraviolet has just gone undone and saved him. A high ground window for RuPaul, but it's not enough. Overtime ticks
It's just a
down.
geeked win.
A knife in the back.
It's just a
without
geeked
many-
win.
They're going to take the second map in the series for them, bringing the scoreline to 2-1.
And preventing disaster as well. We were looking at a potential insane comeback victory, considering how difficult it was on that defensive side for Liquid. Eventually getting capped out. They found some success on their attack, though. Major punish onto Cuffer in the opening pick that snowballs you multiple fights in a row where you didn't even have to spend one ultimate on A. You got to then snowball B with your massive ultimate advantage. 5 minutes to cap C, but it was a single fight win coming through. 5-man beat, rushing down the side of Team Liquid, which, by the way, this is an important point. If even one member of GK goes down, you can't spawn camp. All 5 have to survive. You do not spawn camp with 4, has to be 5. So you have to get a perfect stabilization fight. Then suddenly your spawn camp.
Nah, it's a
winning
best-
for like
it's a
5,
best of
6 times in a
7.
row. And also the decision to go back to Sim for my moan, understanding that the way we successfully spawn camp is we have to play our TP strats. If they TP past us, we TP to match them. That's the only way you do it, and they played it perfectly.
A 5-minute time bank going into point 3 and Team Liquid unable to even cap. Insane stuff from GK, winning on a map where, hey, they banned the May. That was the biggest problem that yesterday as a Knife. His Sim, it looked pretty decent, but it's nothing on GK right now. We're going to jump to the desk. They're going to break down what's happened so far and set us up for the next.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it looks like GK did their homework in this one. They seem to have an answer to everything that Team Liquid was throwing their way, but it's still a back and forth series, right? It is.
Why would anyone take the 1 million VIP when you can just 1v1 a bronze player for VIP for 750?
Done thus far. GK in the lead 2-1.
Who knows?
I feel like both DPS departments are the big win condition here. Looking at Tree and Lethal, how did they stack up thus far in the series, Rich?
I mean, it's been really back and forth because we saw an interesting take when it came from that first control map into the second, where we even got to see a little bit of the Pharah play, and then Tree coming out onto this Hanzo, which is very devastating. Something I've seen ever since we came back from Collegiate. It's one to not just, you know, sit on, even though you don't get to see much of it, but then even the adjustment when it comes to now trying to face off with the Cass aspect of it. Lethal, though, here towards the end of this, as we were seeing consistently on this Cassidy, was just really starting to download everything needed to be able to just continue to punish this, as just me looking at independently the DPS, because there are a lot more factors in this composition that really make it work and enable it, but I'm just so hyper fixated on those two really seeing what their impact is over the course of this best of 7.
Yeah, I mean, the entire team just stepped up there when Liquid brought out some of these compositions, and GK responded, like Avril pointed out towards the end there. You know, Mimone is setting up the rest of the team with these Symmetra teleporters, and that enables someone like Lethal to really pop off on that Cassidy. The spawn hold was, of course, fantastic there to force Liquid into a tough spot where they had to invest ultimates just to get out of spawn, right? So GK, I feel like they've really responded to all these answers that Liquid allegedly had for this series. Liquid, again, they couldn't win King's Row, even though Tree had an amazing Hanzo game. They couldn't quite close it out. So GK, they win King's Row against
Runa Sabi. I'm seeing like the same maps.
They take down Liquid here on Circuit Real with Knife playing the Symmetra. So it really does feel like GK are very much in control of the series.
Well, and real quick, just
1v1 for mod. You want a 1v1? Oh, Damien thinks so.
The bans are just deferring that, and you get to see that Knife's gonna come.
You want this smoke lobster level?
Taking carry over from yesterday into today to see how they play against it. So it's all of that different type of strategy behind it, and really starting to show how valuable that can be to learn that early.
Yeah, and honestly, over just the turnaround of a night.
He already mod? We can still 1v1.
Coming back in for Knife, and as you saw just now on your screens, we will be heading to Runazapi. The Team Liquid selecting this map. Johnny, what do you want to see from them?
I mean, I think
all right, what's your tag?
This is how you closed out the series yesterday, so I think this is the most obvious pick ban of all time, really. It's exactly what Liquid wants to do. They want to take away the Ramatra so they can play the Orisa either in an Orisa mirror or play the Orisa into Kafa's house. And of course, you picked Runasapi yesterday and you found great success on it. So no real big surprise here. I think this was the obvious.
Can I do lobby? Yeah, you can do lobby.
Team Liquid and the ban. I think the question is going to be, you know,
I'm endorsement level 5.
Do you have any additional answers for GK?
Well, we're about to find out. 2-1 the score for GK. 2 more.
Bro, I don't know. People just know I'm a nice guy. I don't know what to tell you.
The champion of their respective region. Can they get it done? Let's find out as we're heading to Runazapi. And
Wait, how have I just won every single game?
It's the same maps, Avril, but a different script with that Circuit Royale going GK's way. We're back on Runazapi. This was Team Liquid's win that closed out the series yesterday.
Virgin Champ 4? No, I've been Champ 3 before.
21 meters. They've once again banned the Ram. GK flipping it up a little bit, banning Tracer instead of that Cass.
Pushing this into an Orisa matchup with Kuffa's not wanting it. He's going to go in towards the hazard. Sim online, Cass online. They want to shut
Let me call you prize. Let me call you prize.
Okay.
Turk Boy 2K. Which Hoopla do you play on Roblox? I have no idea.
Climb over it somehow. As Infected and Vega fall too. Wow, that was a quick fight. Trupal takes one with him, but yeah, the rest are going to bite the dust. And Infected instantly switching. Here's Malga time.
Yeah, I mean, you just have way too many counters on the Orisa on here. All of it combined is pressure. Infected doesn't want any of it, but this is a risk, right? We saw Malga
leaked,
through, but it was from the GK side, and honestly, didn't look too good. I think GK happy to receive the Malga. I think they'll be able to play into it. You might end up seeing the Sim swap come through in terms of my mom getting off this here. We'll keep tabs on that one.
Are you endorsement level 1?
Very easy targets here to dive in Ultraviolet too. If you can land a big stomp, Genji's going to follow up pretty quick. Infected is very low, receives a Suzu, but Tree's also out of position. A lot of incoming fire there as Infected tried to make a move. That's the rest just being cleaned up. If you can make this, yeah, if you're playing too well,
Appreciate it.
I tell you what, this is the important thing as well. We just talked about the brilliance of the GK ban. They banned May last map. We saw the value.
Am I EU?
It's perfect for him. Better yet, yesterday it was a Ram and a Cass ban. GK banned their own Cass. Huge mistake. You want the Cass into Infected, and now that leaves
No.
You don't know when to quit. With a quick kill, but that should be the lead they desire. 132 meters though to 0 right now. Oh, this is going to be a brawl. 36 minutes, I think.
And I'll tell you what, there's a reason why GK are going to shoot out there as well in terms of the last place. Any single kill on Team Liquid, only recovery push, also respawn, reinforcements, they're not going to get anything all the time. They're really waiting.
I am always ready to learn. Adaptive circuits engaged. All systems on optimal level.
Flick up to the skies too. Overclock, Nets, Tree, a couple of kills. And cover down as well. Okay, there it is.
Play of
Team kill, and no one dies. Yeah.
Yep. Total force, that's exactly what you need.
How am I a tryhard? You know that's one more, right? BO3 surely. Alright.
Using ultimates on your own side map to recover payload, you're not getting conversion on meter, so you have to try and find value on ultimates on the other side of the map too. Get flawless victories. You can have 5 alive, so you don't have to wait for respawns. Now Team Liquid have a real shot of threatening cap.
Little Reaper action, okay. The Malga. Use that Rainform pretty early, takes a railgun. The cover there is really rough. Took the land completely, so Ultraviolet, that really going a little wasted there.
What the hell?
Might be really the ticket that they need. Nice little stomp kill onto Lethal as well. Team Liquid, Avril, they're capping this point.
Well, I mean, this is Venture Malga, right? We're going back to Dallas last year. Falcons showed us how you can play this comp through success. Lethal stopping off now, but it's my mode. That's the question mark because Venture so good into this metro. Can't get saved. All you gotta do is
Engage into the shot. Yeah, no chance to get out of that one, unfortunately, UV. Losing Vega, the bot is being stolen away, but Quick Sharp is infected. That bot doesn't get out of their grasp. Not for too long. There's another teleport coming in as Wymo does TP back. It's through ball with a right click. So they are sustaining casualties. Second one is going to force.
The hell?
We're in this together. All of us. Cybernetics regulated. Railgun charge.
may have to consider disengaging just after reinforcement distance.
Breaking them down.
The rest of his team and already dead. Vega and Rupor are down, meaning there's only more left, but Zero or infected. Now PK finds team kill.
This is where things are going to be nasty. As I say. Okay, Lethal's just going to go early.
Bob, do something.
I like this.
What? Is that Jay Jonak?
Kills him instantly.
Oh my god!
Team Liquid side of the map. So, like you mentioned, kind of casualty here for DK. It's not great, but because the team is so far up, like it's Liquid, they're going to use these barrels are smoking.
I'll find my own path.
Liquid are gonna get desperate.
Thanks for the hit. Let the Kitsune guide you.
Dive in there. Already out of double slide there from Shriek. Getting out of fire, but there it is. Another ult expended for Team Liquid. However, still have people to for next.
Look, don't touch.
Again, that's important. Hit to OG, not expecting despite the push.
This ends now.
Can't save them all. Peak performance. Here we go, tempo beat.
I am always ready to learn. I should try.
There's a little bit of damage there onto the Lucio.
I carry my burden alone.
Trying to stack his ults up. Trying desperately not to use anything more. It's not going to be just yet, although I think it's only 2 my own.
doesn't convert into meters because you're gonna have to take another fight now. These are the ultimates now from Zero infected, RuPaul included. They need to be able to win with holding onto their own my moment, going back over to the now the Zero's off from the venture.
Dude, I'm tired.
Ooh, okay, a little aggro beat here from Avril. How Team Liquid's going to respond? They're going to lock people in with the cage. No, the cage play too. Oh, Zero just explodes.
This like those game shows where the host denies 50K to cancer research. What? Like, no. Wow, what? If I don't choke on the Kiri, I win? Low key, bro. You was crazy on Zen.
GK there, just look at him, and he instantly evaporates.
I'll lay down the win condition right now for Team Liquid. 90 meters by the time OT hits, and they must be in a pushing position with bots on the GK side of the map where Liquid are gaining meters. That's the win.
How did I ignore the entire match? And GK just full capped.
To start the fight off. Team Liquid now trying to steal the bot away.
Actually, what did I say? Didn't I tell you GK were going to win the whole entire thing?
Approaching. This little 180 there. They cannot, like you mentioned, lose a single player, and it doesn't look like they're going to. Basically a team kill with Avril and UV only just spawning, but over time approaching, they got a lot of meters to cover.
Yeah, because Sim abusing counts. They also played Sim.
Momona's 69 on the photon barrier. With that amount of ult charge, the OT about to hit. He's got to stay. Could be.
You said the same thing about SSG.
Not caught by Zero. Very important.
Hey man, we won't talk about that.
Vega's out. My own TPing on him there, ends up TPing back. Look how far that TP went actually as well. Kind of nuts. Sound barrier ends up coming in, hits the spike wall as Admiral ends up going down. A little stomp there onto cover, stopping his spike guard being used. And they've lost two already, have DK.
Actually winnable for Liquid. Oh my god. They almost have all the ults they need.
Nowhere to go.
But they have Sim wall. If Tree gets a pick here, they win.
No one died on Team Liquid. That's the good news. They didn't quite hit the 90-meter mark, but they still have the opportunity. They have to win a couple of clean fights here to close this gap. 60 or so meters from where OT hit. GK are taking a while to get into it. GK need to speed up these fights, otherwise they're at risk of losing this one.
Oh, they bait TP. They bait positioning. And
Oh my god, in fact he's gonna die with Cage.
Infected's got no help. No help for the Malga. Completely walled off. And my mode's just gonna seal the deal just like that. Lethal. Just putting a flare, an extra firework in the sky with that overclock. And there it is. GK now on match point versus Team Liquid.
And this is the problem.
Jesus.
You load into this map, but the bans go the way of GK. The Tracer ban is so influential. Getting rid of the Zero Tracer just means the highest carry potential on Liquid is taken offline. More than that, 100 meters by 730. That's how quickly I'm activating the theory. Unfortunately, it's so hard to make a comeback from 120 something they eventually had in about 7 minutes remaining, and then they even pushed to 132 before Liquid found their first meter.
I play Venture for in range for 2 days and everyone on them now. No cap, that's all you. That's the QWQ Kami effect.
It doesn't matter as long as you're draining resources, making trades out of Team Liquid every single time, and then every now and then pushing payload back into Team Liquid spawn. They're just not going to make the comeback. Liquid are just not going to make the comeback. I know it looks close. I know we got to the end and it's like, oh, but you know, wasn't there like 20 meters left? It's all still in favor of GK. Their spawn is around the corner. They have full ultimates. Liquid have to use a lot to even get to that point. And then when the time really comes for it, GK just kind of explode onto that payload. Vector gets caught out. And Liquid, they really did a reasonable job of making the comeback possible. But GK's lead, it's just so much to try and bite back into.
Yeah, a picturesque bait TP. Just straight up faked them. TP near the point. Oh, they're going to come in. The entirety, you saw on the little x-ray, the entirety of Liquid, apart from Infected, ended up backing up around the corner.
You think Team Liquid are going to reverse sweep all the way?
It's like, okay, wall in between everybody. They all just shoot Infected. He pops Cardiac Overdrive, but it's not enough. Not just the Malga on his own. TP from the Kiriko. The Suzu landed a fraction of a second too late. And to be fair, even if it did, the amount of focus fire and the Sims at full charge, like, you're not saving Infected there. Match point now for GK.
You can't get off the payload. You have to stay.
Where SSG at low.
Get caught by that. You can't just all disengage. It's just a tough game out here. And even if
I don't
some
know.
members of GK go down, their respawn is right there, literally right there. So on to Suravasa we go, Jack. It's 3-1. You call it a match point. GK looking for to back for the majority of their members.
Yeah, which is ridiculously impressive. They've only added My Moan, right, to the roster as Zera departed and is now on Team Liquid. I called it before, someone's going to be, or maybe even a group of players, are going to be back-to-back winners in Stage 1 and Stage 2. I mean, it would be insane if Zera made it even without his team that did exceptionally well at the China LAN. Like,
PG rooting for GK, so Liquid comeback is still on.
Was the star player. And I
Star player?
Kind of question, like, okay, Zera's left. He's going to a Team Liquid team that looks incredibly strong, and they proved it through the bracket.
Was Zera just a systematic player?
But where does that leave Nightmare, now GK, without that Tracer player?
Was he just a replaceable part of the puzzle?
I take Zera over
Was he just another cog in the wheel?
His flexibility, playing the Sim, playing Venture, playing all these other picks.
Tracer band.
It looks so good. Yeah, and exactly, a Tracer band too. Suravasa could be the final.
The best heads you ever used? 1600 2.5.
Just goes to show for this GK.
I mean, yeah, no, GK's roster is literally insane.
Arguably, but I think everyone would unanimously agree. Basically, their best player in Zera after Hangzhou,
right
after that performance versus Crazy Raccoon. How are you going to build or maintain a winning first place position in the region?
No, Zera's good as fuck, bro.
Zera, but losing him to.
I mean, honestly, I think Willie is like a really solid, really good piece for them. Willie's like a super flexible flex DPS.
Look at obviously still have opportunity. Suravasa, Tracer is going to be available once more. You can't ban Tracer again. Expecting big things out of Zera here. The Ana is going to be gone. Winston gone on the Team Liquid side, which is interesting. I don't know if that one was. I think that might actually be a ball protect. Is what it reads to me. I haven't seen the infected ball yet. Suravasa is a ball map. I wonder if this is the time for the ball to come through.
UV's a go flexible guy, does everything. He hard comms, IGLs, fight plans, old tracks. He actually does everything.
Suravasa is going to be the same kind of thing here. Team Liquid on their final lifeline. I mean,
can you compete at the highest level? Yes.
It's kind of funny, right? You think of that China LAN in Hangzhou, Zera, and now Geeke, the roster, they beat Crazy Raccoon.
You ever miss playing? All the time, bro. I miss playing like crazy, but you just gotta chase the bag, man.
Same story being played out right now for Zera himself. Like, we beat them in the upper bracket, and we beat them 3-1 as well. Like, a confidence builder game, and a game that I think everybody had GK winning as well, considering their performances not only in the regular season, but in the playoffs too. Like, insane stuff for Zera to be in. As they TP out of the gate, My Moan, he's on that Sombra, and Zera back on Tracer.
I'm closing Preds.
The rest are going to be the choice coming on through. So no ball played in just yet. Back on the Tracer, exactly what we expect. Another thing to consider is the Winston ban also protects the Orisa. You want to make sure Infected can play at least this hero, if not something else.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised to not see the Wrecking Ball, but kind of expecting My Moan to play the Sombra. Oh, okay. Wow, that must have been a hack or something. A hack and a virus onto RuPaul. They end up losing the support pretty early on. That's an amazing pick from GK.
GK just doing the same as they always do. My Moan on the Sombra, like you say, I think likely, given that he's considering the possibility of Infected going bald, maybe even Tree playing towards the Freya. This is just a huge cleanup.
You just can't beat Cuff on Hazard, bro.
We're not snowballing away just yet, although Ultraviolet's ult charge is disgusting. He's already nearly there after one fight.
And they're going to play super far up as well, make Team Liquid fight for every single inch of this map. And checking their backs too. My Moan hanging around. Nice little virus, and he's out. Yo,
reveal.
Okay, needs heal though. Needs heal. Needs heal. Okay, we're all good. No one panic. Oh, wow, that was an aggressive window. Tree actually trying to chase My Moan there. And Ultraviolet swings in for the rescue. RuPaul dead again. This superstar support player is having a rough time of it so far. It's been picked over and over in these last couple of fights. This should be this first point going GK's way.
GK need more though. They're kind of slowing down at the moment. It's going to give opportunity for Infected and RuPaul to find ultimates and maybe swing this one around. One more touch to play on through. There's still going to be a contest.
Koi the fishing in 2 months. Awesome.
Well, the rest is going. RuPaul's dead again.
Oh my god, RuPaul's just dying on cooldown.
To what effect? To what avail? A nice pulse bomb from Zera, but I'm sorry, the fight's already over, my son. Terror Surge on the point for Infected, ends up killing one. Him and Zera trying to stay alive, trying to keep this point alive. They find the flip, but GK, they got the manpower on the point. Like,
Miku fan 82, thanks to 4 months. How am I doing? I'm doing awesome. How you doing?
might be able to get another touch, but it is Vega that gets on there in the end. But this is a staggered, delayed fight. There is a sound barrier, however. It does end up connecting with 4, and now we
Wait, actually so winnable.
But a 5-man EMP from my mode. Had that in the back pocket the entire time. Tree explodes, ball on the point, lands the slam kill, but they need to follow up with kills. The EMP.
Oh, Lethal's dead.
But it was not a deal breaker for this point. There you go. Team Liquid.
Colors thanks to 29 months.
Somehow they make it way back in.
I mean, that's
Thank you, bro.
incredible. The clutch to come
Does
out
Tracer or Sombra have a higher skill ceiling?
the
Tracer.
team, and then you see it land on 4. You're like, hang on a second, Liquid have arrived.
Give it to me straight, PG. Is Jover for Team Liquid? It's looking like it's Jover, honestly. Like,
We talked about the possibility of it being here. It is.
I don't think they have an answer for her, for Sombra or Hazard.
Oh, what a shot. All right, Tree takes down Lethal. Infected ends up going down, however, so it's a 1-for-1.
Like, Cuff was actually getting away with war crimes.
Point being capped at the moment by my moan. Coverage guys to a pulse, and Team Liquid have managed to come back in a massive way.
How did Admiral just kill Zero?
This is still doable. OC coming through for Lethal now. Touch enabled. A UV of all players. Maybe a little early.
You've got to get out. He's got no abilities. No lamp. Had shift. Used it. Got slammed.
Wait, they're going for it.
On the ball. Comes back. Another slam straight in front of Lethal. I mean, there's going to be another touch here as April is hanging around. But can Lethal actually stay alive? He's already used Slide, and that's going to be communicated by the rest of Team Liquid, and they focus.
Oh my god, they got it.
Soldier down. Team Liquid, they survived the 5-man EMP and come back on that point. 100 to 99. Absurd stuff.
That is a point that you're going to want to look back on multiple times, because that kind of comeback, that kind of clutch coming through from Team Liquid to stay alive, keep the point on. As we began that essentially in the final moments with my
What? He lived that?
GK didn't clean up. Unreal stuff from Team Liquid.
Oh, nice manual hack. Virus.
God, Sombra is so disgusting.
You hate to see that. If you're a Team Liquid fan. Manual hack on the ball doesn't quite get there, but a Virus will. A lot of extra ult charge now for my moan, and gets away.
XEMP will be coming online fairly shortly as well. And see what we get done with this RuPaul Junior Rush. She can't really get the first cap though.
Mine's available. Okay, he's just going to point on point.
My goodness. Maybe Team Liquid got this.
Infected side. You see Ultraviolet was in the sky there trying to land some right.
Is Infected on ball what they needed?
Fortunately, didn't end up connecting them. GK is still going to drag this out for a little bit longer, but a good start.
So I have some news to report, as it's been confirmed now. Didn't quite catch this one in time because a lot happened on the point, but during that comeback, you remember the EMP that did not win it for GK. At the same time the EMP drops, unfortunately, Admiral got Ajax by Tree. Just confirm that now. So that also added to the comeback for Team Liquid. No sound barrier from Admiral, taken down midair. EMP comes through now.
Oh, wait.
Wait, no one died? Oh my god. Wait, Vega just Ajaxed! I didn't even realize!
No beats? Is that another one? Okay,
Wait, what?
We'll have to get another replay on that one.
Look at the referees. Look at the referees.
We'll get the refs in for that one. There ain't no shot. Vega's so pissed. That was an Ajax. Okay.
Yep.
My god.
Confirmed it. We'll get one back. One on Admiral, one on Vega. Keep the tally on. Like I said, look, we said at the start of the series, you know, I'm here for it. I'm here to see these. This is what I signed up for.
UV's out for blood. He windows that?
All right. Bring us some more. 72% of building now for GK. A lot of ults too.
Good ones. Lacking Vega, obviously, no beat. Super far behind Admiral. First OC comes through from Lethal. It's probably the main entry side from RuPaul and Team Liquid, but they're struggling to actually walk in. Just Infected on point.
Yeah, they've used that rush to like get some space in, but no one's really using it. I mean, Infected rolled through it short. Tree now on the high ground, and Lethal tried to go.
Oh my god, UV.
And the lab helping
This backline is just insane.
GK, they're gonna claim this one. You got to imagine, especially with Infected being that low. Yeah. No way they're giving this one up again. No shot after that first one.
Oh, they've lost the 5 versus 2 before, but this time around with Zero down, no ability to clutch. This tree is still coming back from spawn. It's just not gonna happen. The timing ultimates go the way of GK. They go in that 184, close to there. They go 1-1 here on match point for GK Liquid. Trying their best to survive, and I do have to emphasize survive because consider that the first point was so GK favored. GK could have been at 2-0 by now.
Mine slam, roll away. Mimone does end up getting taken down. Pretty close to this EMP, mind you. Problem is, right now for GK, they've not only lost Mimone, Cuff is in a bad spot and in a bad way as well. Had to leap on out of there. Used a lot of that spike guard to keep himself alive. Even a lamp was thrown in by Ultraviolet. That's going to net Team Liquid the first cap.
They'll get it with still the beat available to use, which is nice to see. EMP's about to come back online again. You don't want to see that same EMP.
Hold up.
Beat interaction with Ultraviolet down. Yeah, this should be a reset.
Yeah, quick reset. Gives Mimone time to maybe Ajax Vega again.
I mean, that is impactful enough. We're literally seeing the fact that when that happens, it's enough to lose the entire point given how fast flashpoints go. And even looking back at it, by the way, it was frame perfect. Literally, as soon as the beat comes down, it was exact same frame that EMP cancelled it. So that fast.
It's just kind of a...
Oh!
Oh! Wait, he meant EMP Jax from Mimone. Just got slammed. Well, Vega, you don't need to worry about that anymore. You can use the beat whenever now. they don't have the EMP.
Well, just save it. Save it for Admiral. There's still one more fight to come through. It depends if GK can reset this in time.
Oh, they got the kill on Lethal, though. I mean, 90%...
I think they can win this. I think GK can win this. But, I mean, I think they should just touch and try to get Team Liquid's ult out.
Who's going to get it? Where's the Tracer? Locking it in. Barely gets the touch. A recall away. But look at the ultimate. Team Liquid still have plenty to use.
Okay, sound barrier
Oh my.
next from Admiral. Nice little bowl off the map there, but I believe the Tracer had the recall. Vega hits a beat. Okay. Pokes bomb in the hands of Zero. Focusing down that lamp right now was over time. It still ticks down here for Liquid. They've got the numbers, and they got the point. That's 2.
Nice, Zero.
Zero just goes monstrous at the end.
Yep, this is opportunity now for Team Liquid to get this map done and dusted. One more point for them. And we continue on towards a map 6. EMEA ended in 6 maps, so we're hoping to at least get that same deal in the NA Grand Finals. Liquid had the better old.
Is this match gonna go to the distance?
A very labored touch from GK. Obviously, Admiral having to spend beats super fast to even get the team into fight with the RuPaul down early. Point hasn't unlocked though. That's the only problem. You do have a player advantage, but we're still traveling to the point itself.
Yeah, RuPaul getting kind of cyberbullied now. No lie. No lie. Get picked off fairly early on in a lot of these fights. Now, there is mines, there is an overclock, but Team Liquid, they're going to have to regain a lot of this position. Looks like Tree wants to go for an off angle here, but quickly matched actually by Mimone. This overclock could be deadly though. Spots a Lucio lacking a little bit. Oh, he's slipping. Oh, he got out of there with a like a...
Oh my god.
Doesn't look like Lethal can actually confirm that kill, but across the map, Zero has got a kill onto cover. Now Tree in trouble. A quick TP and a Suzu there from RuPaul to keep Tree alive. Zero finds another one. Lethal dead as Team Liquid cap the point.
And this is what happens, you know, RuPaul does go down early, but because the point doesn't unlock, GK can't do anything with that kill.
Well, shit.
On the Kiriko, TP back into play, rejoin the team instantly. You actually get onto the point, Infected dropping mines, blocking positioning, and then suddenly the OC rips on through. Despite not killing Admiral, it's Cuffer that's in trouble. So much damage being put into him. And Zero going large again.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Cuffer needs some help real quick. Looks like Team Liquid want to keep up the pressure here. Ultraviolet having to...
They need to rush our EMP.
Perk for double swift step just yet, so a little bit more deadly to use that aggressive, ambitious pulse bomb, I should say, from Mimone. And now a rush on the point for Team Liquid.
Oh my god, Zero is just killing the backline over and over.
Not this one.
Zero has killed the GK backline over and over.
On this point right now, you're going to need some major healing for Cuffer. Ends up going down as Zero comes up big. This guy does not want to loot.
What?
What? I'm sorry. How is he there for that long? He survived, I mean, sure. I mean, he's dead. Sound barrier comes in, and that'll do it. 3-1 victory for Team Liquid. The sneaky play, they're not quite working out as Team Liquid keep themselves in the series.
I was talking about Zero surviving actually, because he went down to 1 HP. He got virused as well, and he just lived. He lived through the entire thing. Pretty nice stuff coming through from Zero and Team Liquid there. The final touch from Lethal. And by the way,
Jeez Louise.
Moan and Lethal. It was my Moan playing Sombra for the majority, and then towards the end, this is something that GK have to do if they want both
So many blundered ults.
Sombra. You have to do a double DPS ult, which does hurt the economy a little bit depending on when it happens. But recovery, considering that Team Liquid, they lose that second point. Yeah, we had a couple of Ajaxes in there. We had also my Moan, unfortunately not getting his EMP on that third point. But we got some very strong points coming on through. We've got to talk about the fact again, really nice to see the fact that despite RuPaul being bullied out for the majority of the map, even dying before point unlocks, he still gets to come back in strong. Infected and Jera and the rest of Liquid still get to maintain control of point.
Okay, GK's map pick. Map pick.
Really start to struggle. Was going down super low HP multiple times, and it's just they struggle.
Have they played hybrid? I don't think they played hybrid, have they?
I believe it was it 100-0 on both of the final 2 rounds?
No, they played Kings Row.
Team Liquid now in the driver's seat. Look at that, the KD.
Ilios, Kings Row, Circuit Royale.
To 45 death, a little 4.9 to 1.6. Team Liquid need to win a couple of maps here. GK still on that match point as they get to now choose this next one.
What was push?
Kind of resets now because we get to kind of pick maps that we obviously won't see the same maps again. But
oh yeah, Runasapi.
So
yeah.
Open map pool completely.
And now do you want to look towards the Oasis? Well, actually, you could even go towards Dorado. We talk about GK's strong maps. They like to play Weaver Bap on Dorado as well. We're also getting to a point in the series where
I think they go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna think they go New Junk City, just force brawl.
We did play New Junk City in our lower bracket game, and well.
What was the lower bracket finals? It was GK versus Nightmare.
I didn't have a lot to say about it, but still, looking towards the bans available, I don't think we're going to see Life with a Bap here. Venture was played by Maimone, so remember that is quite a pivotal pick for the GK side.
Can they ban Hazard again? Do bans refresh?
Yeah, I mean, this is where your bans are kind of running out as well, right? I mean, there's a few things you can pick up, but like Traces have been banned, like Hazards have been banned, like you're, in a sense, like running out of bans, like, because we're so late into the series. This being first to 4, of course. This was also the map worth keeping in mind that GK finished the series on versus Team Liquid in
bans will refresh? Okay.
Match 5. So, yeah, we'll see if they can round this.
Okay, so I think they're going to ban.
So GK, when they played against Nightmare just hours ago now.
Can they? Maybe Baptiste? Maybe they might ban Baptiste. Either Life Weaver or Baptiste. They already banned Hazard. You hang out VIP to lurkers, but not to Overwatch esports. You want me to VIP Overwatch esports?
Because that is another interesting one. I wouldn't be surprised if GK just goes for a ball ban, knowing that, okay, if the Orisa comes through, we're happy with that. Lethal can just play the cast, it's whatever. If it's a RAM mirror, well, Kuffer feels fine in that RAM mirror. I think by the way the series has gone so far, it seems like to me
I could.
Infected is less willing or less comfortable.
Nah, they don't deserve it. Ban them. Okay. That's his call. I ain't mad. Appreciate that, Overwatch esports. You know it's all love.
Ramatra's already been banned by Team Liquid, so it's not like they can do that one again.
Nope. Well, there it is. Venture ban. And Team Liquid...
Venture ban? Yeah, okay. Team Liquid banned Bab, and then GK banned Venture. Okay.
It's going to force us into potential Lucio Kiriko territory.
Why did they ban Venture, though?
Heavy team play through the Tracer. A good look for Team
You just sent me some codes?
Their own Venture, by the way. Which is very interesting. It could have also
Where, on Discord?
Symmetra Protect. This is double duty. You get to protect the Symmetra and ban away one of
Twitter, oh shit. I do not be checking Twitter like that.
If that is the case, very smart from GK. Otherwise, they have banned away one of their own important heroes, which could be a mistake.
Just load on in New Junk City. GK.
We have a Gundam collab bundle, a Rhine Mythic weapon, a Reaper Hardlight weapon, a Doki Watch bundle, and 1K Overwatch 2 tokens. I'm using this all on me.
For the rest of the series, ain't no way he's switching. Lethal is still a force to be reckoned with on this Cassidy. But it has about how unknown is pivoting in this series. Going Venture, now banned. Going Sim. Malga look for infected though. Cover maybe starting on the ramp.
Going to stay on the Venture. This is like I said, if you ban the Venture, you remove the Sims, one of the Sims' biggest characters right away. Not only that,
How are you rich and robbing people?
the cast, which hasn't been banned yet by Team Liquid, yet to come on through if the series continues. And because it's like the cast comes through, Infected knows it. He doesn't even want to start on the Orisa.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, GK actually got to mid quicker. Speed ring out of the gate. Abril with the.
I'm actually getting like.
Vega,
I'm getting PTSD from seeing infected on Margo.
And as they reach that
Let me
point,
close Preds. Let me close Preds.
They just get run over. That's an easy point cap.
And Lethal can go Soja at any point as well if you really want to kind of play into countering the Malga. I mean, the Reaper was there last time, but I think Soj so good you can
Claim them all for yourself. We don't want the codes. All right, I'll do that.
Quickly. Tree can't do the same thing. A lot more shields, TPs around the map is what he has to contend with. So we'll see what happens when Lethal gets the opportunity to go back to spawn. But seeing this Malga look come back from Team Liquid, this is where GK kind of fell on their face yesterday, but Infected really wants to.
If they never had it, are you really robbing anyone?
Wow, Admiral just got deleted there. Was wall riding for.
No, he might have just put us on game.
Tree does pick up the kill on UV, but my moan is going to be really tough to deal with again. These TPs, frustrating. Although cover with yeah, no real support to be found. Tree and Vega are just going to team up. Just run at rings around Cuffet and my moan.
Yeah, we can probably do like some giveaway. I don't know how we is gonna go, but either like marbles or I don't know. We can see what's going on. Remember when we did marbles for an SCG jersey? And I couldn't get it because I was EU. You should give me one of the codes. I literally told everyone beforehand it is only NA, but you can still play if you want to.
Ooh, doesn't hit the crit stomp. That's a lot of skulls lined up, a lot of damage, but a Suzu, a Rush, and a cardiac.
Anthony thinks it's 6 months.
Infected there, an annihilation off the point is Tree.
A 1v1 viewer tourney.
Even a wall invested.
All right, should we do a first come first serve?
Get themselves on the point. Should get the cap. Have beat to spare.
Now get their use the beat for the next fight as well. Cage is about to come online finally. Vega lagging behind 25%. We do remember Vega was taken down quite early in the opening fight straight away by Lethal. Where's the touch going to come from? Zera?
Zera's on, doing a little housekeeping right now, taking care of those turrets. Sound barrier comes in. Abril so close to Ajaxing. Not again, please. High ground here for Lethal. And actually, who deals with him? It's going to have to be someone like Infector or maybe even Tree.
Oh my god.
Shrub shot his way, but Abril, boom.
Dude, this point has actually been so chaotic.
Latest sound barrier here from Vega and Infected closing in on this cage. Seems like an easy fight win here for Team Liquid. But the orbital ray might be the difference maker GK need. But unfortunately, Cuther not quite tagged by it. But they got a sim at full charge. A high healing Malga though is going to keep Team Liquid in this fight somehow.
Yeah, he just doesn't go down. This is the difference. I mean, Malga did get his personal healing buffed a little bit on this patch, and it seems to be enough.
How did he
with
survive?
RuPaul and Vega in there, he just lives on a sliver of HP. And Ultraviolet doesn't get the orbital ray in time. He used it at the end. But if he gets it maybe 2 to 3 seconds earlier, when he can use it with the rest of the team, I think Cuthbert may have already gone down as well. Just don't have the staying power for GK to maintain themselves. And once again, Team Liquid, can they recover this first point?
There's the flip. Touch has to come in. Zera again gets the touch. Stick goes out. Pulse bomb misses. He's going to have another one.
Okay.
As the rush gets used on the point here for Team Liquid. Zera first to fall. Turrets right now cooking Infected on the point. Someone's going to deal with them at some point. A short range dash there. No
oh my goodness.
here comes the wall. Lethal is dead. No healing was sent his way whatsoever. And now Team Liquid have to walk into this microwave. This car washer turret.
Microwave.
Comes in just in time to save Infected's life, but the focus fire from Geeke is just too much. An annihilation rip to the very end, but Coffee is literally 1 HP. He couldn't be more 1. Tree finds 2, and RuPaul finishes the fight. As Team Liquid flip the point, get the cap.
Tree, though, he got the important kill onto Admiral, prevented the beat from coming on through, and again, Infected lives for so long. So
I feel like GK, I think they actually need BAP. I feel like the Juno comp gets melted by their entire comp on Team Liquid.
Playing into the photon barrier, Cuppa, drop it in that right click, but just doesn't stay lethal. Now big EMP.
Beautiful stuff there. A system reboot now required for GK. Just Admiral not using the ult, luckily enough. Team kill, and that's going to be a point cap.
You can feel the pressure coming on through. Kuffa's even gone over towards the Orisa. Maybe spawn take here. Yep. Obviously died out straight away on the Orisa. We talked about the fact that Lethal at any point could swap to Sojin to put a little bit more pressure onto Infected. I think that's needed to come through. Now, this is Lethal's best hero. He has been...
Oh my god.
Oh,
there it is.
RuPaul. Nice shot. Sound barriers on both sides. RuPaul, Mimone traded. A manual hack onto Lethal, but teleports away from any danger. Lands himself straight and forward. Infected, though, and Infected has still got the cage right in front of the team. Infected now trying to get another crit stomp in as Zera hunts down the back line of GK. A TP from Ultraviolet. Zera eventually finishes him off, and now sight set on the Lucio. Tree's there with the backup. This tag team duo, Tree and Zera right now, just tearing GK.
Zera is just awake now.
Continue to hold the point.
I mean, when the numbers get low, Zera can get so much done here. GK can't keep Lethal alive again, despite the TP plays. He's doing his best. He got that opening pick onto RuPaul. Now we're threatening a 2-0 on New Junk City. Map choice from GK. As Team Liquid, they're actually winning on this Malga.
No, they actually need UV on BAP.
Finally, what GK couldn't yesterday.
UV is the real difference maker on BAP.
And we're at 91%. That's a fine trade if you're Team Liquid right now.
Look at the ult.
And they don't need to use ults. Crit stomp onto UV. Team Liquid playing the game right now at a much faster pace than GK. And honestly, outbraining them right now.
Oh my goodness, this is it. They've done. You can't even touch. No one is even there to touch Mimone. Probably could have been the only one. GK will give it up. One more point to play on through. But look at the
GK boom?
5 online from Team Liquid. I mean, that is just gross. Even the Lethal swap into Sojin struggling to find value here. It's the Sombra and the Tracer running circles around GK. It's causing problems.
Cage still available too if they want to try and just make this fight not even at all. Terror Surge? Absolutely nothing. Cover goes down, trading for Vega. There's the Cage.
Oh, Infected's gonna die. That kid was so bad.
Still manages to kill Infected though. Okay, Cage backfire completely on Team Liquid. As they invest.
Give it to me straight, PG. Is it over for GK right now? No. Because you know why? Cover just swapped right back to Hazard.
Yeah, I mean, Lethal getting that kill within the cage is absolutely brutal for Infected. Now for GK, Cuffert moving over towards third hero of the map so far, but his best. It's the Hazard, of course, that's been so good for GK's entire stage. The Cuffert specialty.
Oh my god, what a stomp from Infected, bro. Beautiful.
Crit stomp from Infected hits the stun. Easy kill. Shuts
wow.
The stars in North America. EMP's gonna connect though. Only connects with 2, but it might.
That's all you need.
Cuffer hacked that entire time, and Tree just focusing him down with the help of Infected. A point flip does end up coming in. 52% for GK to start off this next one. But Team Liquid, they're tenacity. They want to take them to the next map. The full distance, the full 7.
Zera's just still popping up here. Vega 1 HP, but it's Ultraviolet that falls. The final support's online for either team. 52%. It's a better look for GK to start things out with. Despite only a 2-man EMP. Look, the EMP catches Cuppa, and that's where the dominoes start to fall. You lose Cuppa, things get worse.
Are we gonna see a map 7?
Massive. Infected is
map 7.
Infected is just... This is a prime Malga right now from Infected. Every single charge is getting...
No, Infected is actually too good on Malga right now.
The slight CC that enables you to capitalize on those kills, and with 70%, this is looking dire for GK as they come back in with ults. They're coming up, but they haven't secured them yet.
Wait. Why did I say that? Why did I say anything? He just insta-fed! Oh my god!
Zera gets blamed there as 99%. There's the flip. But there's still a hope. There's still a chance for Infected.
Okay, Willie, hit this pulse bomb onto the Malga and my life is yours. After the Malga uses your shout, just pulse him, bro.
More cap, take us the full distance in the grand finals. Cage coming online, Rush on the other side. RuPaul's gonna be a little bit delayed in that regard.
They want to go early, I think. GK, they're posturing for it. Infected is super low. Knows now is their
Infected, you shout.
In this one. A nice little Suzu, a cage as well. Onto Cuppa. Mimone struggling to stay alive.
You're not gonna pulse?
But the pulse bomb doesn't even get thrown out. Infected secures the kill onto Mimone. Cuppa also ends up going down as Team Liquid is just routing GK. Infected now pushing on the point, putting his manly body on there, and there's no one from GK that can really answer him. Lethal with the railgun.
Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my goodness.
School GK on New Junk City.
Coming back with a vengeance. Tracer now available for Zera. And he just rips through GK, and we see the win on the Malga. Taking a page out of Ben's best, the bot team that won.
Okay.
Malga do be winning today. To the dismay of all of our
Mustard.
Team Liquid is exactly what they're looking for. Cuffer and GK couldn't make this work yesterday versus Team Liquid. It is so crazy that for Team Liquid, they can turn this around and say, you know what? We will make this work. And they do this after losing with the Malga on Runasapi, one of Malga's best maps. But another good Malga map is obviously New Junk City, Servas in play, New Junk City in particular. The bans were honestly really confusing. They're protecting the city. They just didn't have the damage to take down Infected.
A map number 7 here.
It's hard being old.
Finals of North America, and I wouldn't have it any other way. A back-to-back map win on Flashpoint. We're going to jump over to the desk to send us in to this final map here between GK and Team Liquid.
Thank you so much. Yeah, what a performance.
Bro, he has such blue eyes.
Claw their way back
Like, he really has such blue eyes.
Johnny literally can't believe it. We're going all the way, guys. We're going to map 7.
We just want to give out those lovely, lovely hours spent in chat.
Yeah, I mean, if
we
you
just want to give
drops.
We want to give out all the drops to him. Yeah, we just want to give him all the drops.
If you haven't gotten the drops yet, then, well, what can I say? You didn't deserve them. There we go. Let's talk about what we just got to see on New Junk City, though. Or also on the Surabasa.
Bro, that is not Samito. Just because he has the same beard does not make him Samito.
They were making compositional changes, which really worked out for them, and they really caught GK off guard with it.
Yeah, I think the key word that Jaws and Avril brought up was pace, right? And I just started even on Super Boss.
Nope, that's my Mindplex mod. Shut up, man. Shut up.
The backline of Admiral and Ultraviolet on GK, and it allowed Tree and Sera to operate in a way they didn't really do previously. Tree always sliding around on the Sojourn, just like pressuring the backline, and they were able to find picks on the back of the Wrecking Ball. On New Junk City, it was all about
Super Omega Truth Nuke Boost. Who is winning next game? I need these points. GK.
Great over on Sera. Like the stomps, it was unbelievable. So I'm just absolutely blown away. That was like a signature Mauga game. Like, I know it's Mauga, but like, he got max value from a Mauga and those overruns. It was a really impressive Mauga game, considering the value he got from the overruns.
Well, and even just your partner is right there with you. That communication and synergy is so important.
I've been on my computer for nearly 7 hours and I've not played a single game outside of Aceto.
Make a big change in the outcome. So also, to be fair, I think just to have a little highlight note on Surabasa, the number of Ajaxes that we had across the board also was insane. I think it was 3 total, 2 sound barriers and an EMP.
Counting,
nutty,
right?
nutty.
Yeah, I mean, it's turning into.
You want to do viewer pugs? We can do viewer pugs. I'll queue us for mayhem. Get ready for what?
Fight here. Obviously, players are getting exhausted. Keep in mind also that GK is taking this to map 7.
And you still made more than a doctor today. I definitely did not, bro. Doctors today make like upper echelon 6 figs.
Crazy stuff. Crazy tenacity that they're showing to keep themselves alive here. And quite frankly, given what we've seen from both of these teams, it's impossible to pick a favorite here. Like, I think it's going to be on even footing heading into Oasis.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. And this has been a great day for.
As a doctor, you lie. You know damn well a doctor makes that much. No.
Avril touched on it a little bit, and you did as well, Rich. You know, they banned the May on Circuit Royale. They didn't ban the Cassidy, GK that is. They didn't ban the Cassidy.
Look!
To counter infected
Look at
zombies.
that!
Now we're going to Oasis, which was the first map yesterday.
Oh, y'all can't even see it.
They know what Team Liquid would do. They would ban the.
Look at this!
They know that Infect is going to play the Wrecking Ball. I'm curious to see what the bans are.
You make more.
Ban Wrecking Ball at this point.
I wish.
That Infect is giving you. I think it's quite ironic actually that we're going to go back. Oh, it's going to be the Mauga actually. Can't wait to hear what the casters think about this one. So but this is I just can't wait. This would be the 10th map for GK today. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
If Liquid wins, you get a BBL.
The bans yesterday.
Kai Cenat makes more than a doctor. Kai Cenat makes more than 99.9999% of the world.
We're tinfoiling so hard, guys. We're tinfoiling so hard. Yeah, I mean, all these bans make sense, though, right? I want to hear the opinion of Joss and Avril.
What do you mean you went Kai up there?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard yet.
Yeah, but doctors have to save lives, and you sit on your bum ass and eat Wingstop.
GK going up against Team Liquid. Avril, Jaws, the mics are yours.
Thank you very much, Zoe. An Oasis to finish off the stage 2 North American bracket here. GK versus Team Liquid.
You make 246,000 a year.
But every single time that they've met, Team Liquid.
At PG4, you saved my life. Thank you.
Single control.
You're welcome.
Under different circumstances, though, yesterday's upper bracket final was Cuffer and GK wanting to bring through the Malgan. It wasn't a good look.
My perfect last meal is a rotisserie chicken with a cup of soy sauce and Laugen Ma. Ironing the breads.
Consideration, no sim either for W Maimone. It's the grand finals here. OWCS NA, the final map. No matter which way you cut it, absolute cinema.
No sweets. Just give me meat, bro. No pause.
Locked in at this point. This backline is just so tough to take down. The target focus has to be perfect. A little lab there.
Oh my god.
Oh, the flashbang, the hammer. Okay, Lethal. All right. Zera down. Infected pretty low as well. He's got control of this top pavilion, but isn't going to stick around for too long.
This is the horse that GK ride on, and I ain't talking about Arista. I'm talking about the Beaver backline. They found so much success on this composition. They are the team that represents this signature look. And Team Liquid take it down because one of the few times we're going to see the entirety of the comp, including the hazard in play. They get the first cap, and Team Liquid trying to make this win sin.
Prez are closed. I swear Prez are closed, are they not? They are.
On Zera, just getting out right now, forced to recall. Virus goes wide, takes a little mini there to top himself back up. Still in the back line right now.
Bang! Cuff on hazard, yay.
Slides around the corner. A nano boost onto Tree, though, is going to be disastrous for Cuffer, and although saying that, it's all good. Still got the grip there on top.
God, you with a perfect lamp. That was actually a perfect lamp. The sidewalk is in 3 months.
GK kind of on the point right now, just blissfully chilling like around the pavilion. Like, Liquid have not made a dent in GK's armor right now.
It's just so hard. This is difficult to beat this comp unless Zera can find the opportunity to pop off. Now the Tree of Life comes through, grip onto Lethal. Good luck taking anyone down through that.
Hey, no way. 375 HP on the cast. Yes, please, says Lethal. Maimone does eventually fall, but they at least get the trade. This map is so hard to get the flip on. Even a lamp coming
Maybe
through
what you wishing for.
High noon, found the hammer rolling around, and even a downpour as well. Saving Private Lethal. Lethal has not fallen. The amount of support Lethal is getting now is unbelievable, and rightfully so.
Hazard is so dumb. That guy's full HP after a pulse bomb.
And Lethal standing tall in the front line.
That's only the third kill, though. It's 2 deaths on my mode, 1 on Adball. No one else has died. Cuffer, UV, and Lethal.
Jam Baloney thinks it's 3 months.
Now, as we get into final fight, RuPaul still lacking by 19%. Needs the nano in trouble.
Feel my face.
So that isn't now usable. Although, well, Lethal is in a little bit of a sticky situation.
Yo, they're all chasing Lethal.
Get gripped out. The cap did end up coming through. And Lethal's still not
Oh
there.
my god.
High Noon
How did no one fully chase
around the
Lethal?
corner. An extra shot there coming in from Lethal to take down Tree. Admiral dashes to the center pavilion now as they try and get the reflip. Lethal brought to his knees eventually as Infected pops the primal rage.
Nano, RuPaul, low HP, has to find a target. Where's Infected? They're gonna help each other.
Infected's gonna go. Nope, not happening. W Mimone ends up taking down RuPaul as Infected also falls. Nano boost from RuPaul, not a factor in this fight any longer. A smile, a small mistake maybe there from RuPaul. They needed help. They needed help from each other, like you said. A 99% as Zera gets the touch for OT again.
Bang!
99 to 27 as Geeky find the first round.
Match point now in the series, on the map as well. The Beaver backline plus the Hazard, indomitable.
What's good up, my face? You go in my Hazard, bro, my
There though was Hazard was banned. Guess what? Can't ban Hazard again. Already got banned early in the series. So, as I said, when we
Wait, Tree didn't get a kill?
One of the few times
What?
GK played the full lineup, Hazard, Lifeweaver, and BAP all together to get them that 1-0 start. But we're going to move over to University. Cass surviving the bans with Symmetra being... You actually saw Mimone over the Symmetra. Was like, nope, that's actually banned. Can't even TP or team.
Same TP. No, she's banned. You can't even TP.
Actually, I'm not too sure on that one. That is an interesting interaction. We'll have to see about it, but either way.
Oh, they did first map? Did both teams do it? Oh, okay, so it's fine.
Playing around this mini health pack is going to be rather crucial. RuPaul already taking
Vicky thinks 11 months.
chunk of damage there. Infected very low on the point. In fact, entirety of Team Liquid now right now are very low. Focus fire has been very good for GK. That Ravenous Vortex finishes off Vega pretty early, and Tree needs help. He's 6 HP.
Oh my god.
Cover just jumps around the corner, clocks in for 6, and that's going to be the first cap to GK.
Full wipe essentially as well, 0. I think getting out of that one safely, but the rest of Liquid is just falling over and Infected once again. It's the story of the Ram versus the Orisa.
Fresh McMuffin thinks 3 months.
Infected has been unwilling to try and match in the Ram. He can't. He hasn't been able to really win in this matchup. But with the cast on board, so good for Lethal into Infected, just putting the pressure on. Tree on 1 HP. You said no help. He goes down. A 20% for GK.
Gotta be careful, Tree. That Ravenous Vortex hit. She might be a dead man. Nice little headshot there onto Lethal. Gets saved by the land. Now Tree on an off angle. Window unlocked. Same for Tree. Oh dear. This sound barrier though is going to be tough to actually deal with. High Noon.
What?
Skull triggered on Mimone, who tried to go for a pulse, maybe something. But they traded for RuPaul, and Vega's also down. Kuffer's found 2 in this fight.
How did Kuffer kill 2? How did Infected kill 2?
Kuffer, they gotta stay together. Kuffer's still there. Doesn't have the annihilation available, no healing either, which means he's likely to fall pretty late.
Oh, okay, good for a little bit of stall there, but that's about it. 52% annihilation in the back pocket as well as that pulse.
By the way, Vega's super far behind on the sound barrier. Didn't have
Vega is really behind on B. Holy shit.
Importantly, we saw a boop come through that put Lethal into the pit in the middle, and Lethal wasn't fight for the longest time. Maybe a mistake for Mimone to peek the Deadeye as well. That was the first kill that came through for Liquid.
Oh my god, no lamp. They're all clustered. They're all clustered. Kuffer just killed all of them. That's a Kuffer kill all angle.
So Kuffer can freely walk into the back line. A 3-man sound barrier from Team Liquid. That's disastrous. A late beat. Infected already dead. Sure.
And Vega beat it too. That's game. Wait, Vega beat it.
52%. I mean, there's still time for Team Liquid to pull together something strong.
Oh my god, that's game.
So far behind here. Admiral and Ultraviolet sync together. Double support ultimates online. Still ahead of RuPaul marginally. The annihilation to be pulled through for the potential victory. Look for that to be the victory fireworks for GK. Potentially finish off this one. Nothing to stop it right now from the Team Liquid side.
Tree's trying to find an angle here, but already pretty low. He's getting the support he requires, but gotta be careful. Playing on the edge.
Willie died.
Dangerous. A good first kill though. Mimone ends up going down. Tree on the high ground. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain for them to deal with. But now Zera looking for a different target. They forced the lamp already, and what a spear spin there for Infected. Pushing UV straight out of the lamp. But OT is fast approaching.
GK has 4 ultimates. If they blunder this...
They need a miracle here. Team Liquid needs something big to come on through.
Tree needs a high noon early, and then right after they kite the high noon, they need a window again. And then that's going to give them enough time to build a Rissa ult, and then they go in with a Rissa ult. Oh my god, UV went first. And Tree's dead. And Tree's dead. And Tree's dead. And Tree's dead. Tree's dead.
The annihilation on the point. My moan has been traded, but I mean, Cuffer is going to be just indestructible in the front line.
Hey, at least Vega got out though.
Because GK have got the points. They may not have the pulse bomb, but they only need to deal with Infected and Zera, who's on the point. Zera needs some devious heroics right now to come back.
Wait, Zera?
He finds one kill. Make that a second. Zera is keeping Team Liquid in this fight. RuPaul is going to be able to teleport onto the point, but how much can Zera do?
Really?
From My Moan, kills off Tree, and overtime will tick down.
Zera!
My Moan now scurrying away, and Zera does it once more! Another kill onto the Tracer, but how long can he keep this up?
He's buying time for Vega. Vega's about to find beat finally. As Infected comes back on his signature ball, Team Liquid still have the opportunity to fight.
Zera forced a recall there. It's Infected, like you said. Spinning to win on the point. Is Zera trying to just
Vega beat
his CDs? A double blink onto the back line, but the sound barrier from Team Liquid might have just done it. A nice little slam as well. The lamp not enough for Ultraviolet and Admiral to stay alive in this fight. Zera pulls out heroics again for Team Liquid. A pulse bomb onto the shield, but it does not matter. They just need to continue to touch. Cover has popped their Nemesis form and it's actually clocked 2 people. It's W My Moan, ends up coming in the clutch. What?
I'm going back in the locker room mad as fuck. I'm going back in the locker room mad as fuck. I'm legit going back in the locker room mad as fuck.
A different name, but still a star-studded roster.
New organization.
So Unicorn, thanks for 5 months.
Losing star player Zera to opponents here and didn't. Zera play well in that final fight. America's finest to try and keep Liquid alive in the series and alive in the map, but GK will not be denied. An almost perfect stage coming on through. Losing that upper bracket game to Team Liquid, learning their lessons from it. Coming in so strong, 3-0 in the lower bracket, annihilating Nightmare out in 3rd place. Leading in a match point in this series, a strong run from Liquid, but GK will not be denied.
GK picked this game type. They chose to go to Ilios, even though they've lost on control against Team Liquid the last 2 times they faced off against each other. An unbelievable turnaround. And by the way, that includes this series too. That first map went Liquid's way.
I was Cuffle getting so much flame.
7 for the North American Finals. GK. Like you said,
This guy just said MVP of GK Vega. Vega played good.
Take another stage. They are your North American champions. We're going to send it over to the desk as they can wrap up.
Thank you so much. The salty lower bracket comeback is complete.
Like I said, bet on Geeked and you win. Like I said, if you trust me and bet on Geeked, you win. If you trust me and bet on Geeked, you win.